live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio. It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, it is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
On the couch. Is he doing news? No. Is he just here to hang? Yes. It is our friend, comedian David Jolly.
Mama, we made it!
Oh, that was like I thought you were going to break out into song. That was good, man. I love it.
Mama.
We've got
just killed a man.
a lot going on this morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been a
man.
spicy morning. A little bit of a spicy morning. You know what? I felt pretty good, though, about like the way we handled it.
Yeah, Affion Crockett was here this morning. You can hear that interview. It'll be out on podcast in a little bit right after the show.
We'll put the video out. We'll put the audio out. We'll put everything out.
Daniel stole a ladies walker.
I did.
Which I had awkward. I'll tell you about that. Jolly saw it.
I blame.
Our guest saw it. It was embarrassing.
I blame Concrete Mike and his family. I blame Concrete Mike.
But first, let's talk about all the merch we have on tomandan.com. A ton of new merch, and we've got some pre-orders. It's the minor league baseball Tom and Dan logo that Danger Brain made.
Yes, the O-Town Mediocatars are in season now.
And there's only a week and a half left of pre-orders, and we're not going to make these again. So if you want it, get the shirt, get the fitted hat. It is completely custom-made dome-fitted hat.
Yeah,
that is,
truly fitted, just like a New Era hat that you'd pay $55 for. You're not going to pay that, but why didn't we do that? I don't know.
The hat and the shirt is only $50 for the hat and
that's
shirt.
what I'm saying. Why didn't we price these incorrectly? We should have gone $55 New Era.
Well, because so many people were into
giving him money
to minor league baseball and the minor league baseball hats like you were, that we're just like,
they're more reasonably priced for sure.
Let's just put them out and
baseball's got the best gear. They really do. The colors are better. The designs are better. But yeah, it's fully fitted. So have your size handy, or have your husband or wife measure your head with a tape measure.
We also have straw hats made by Villain. They're really good quality, better than the straw hats we had. Yeah, if you have a big head, these will fit you better.
Yep. Wow.
We have kids straw hats. We've got
so if you have a little head, those will fit.
You know what? My
my
wife likes Maisie's straw hat because it's more of like a lady silhouette. It's like a little daintier. It's weak.
Tommy
and
Max love theirs. We've got new BDM shirts, a bunch of new merch. You should get it now because we are going into event season. We've got Bad Business Beer Fest going on November 19th.
We've got the Electric Daisy Carnival coming up.
Is it 18th or 19th? Sofa and Suds on the 19th.
It's the 19th.
Okay. So, and then Sofa and Suds is the 20th.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So that's happening.
Did you see me nod but also doubt what I was saying to you?
And
at the same time,
the reason why I say get your merch now, especially for the holidays, is we're going to be so busy for these events that we're trying to make awesome. We got over 30 breweries, free samples.
Well, we're trying to get more than that, Jolly.
Fucking dope. That's y'all event?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I got to come to that motherfucker.
It's free beer fest.
Hell yeah.
You go up, here's a sample cup, and then you go around and get free beer as much as you want.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
While Oklahoma Stackhouse plays, and we've got a ton of vendors and food trucks. It's
Orlando Music Syndicate.
Yep.
What is it going to be at?
DJ.
It's downtown Sanford.
You said November 19th?
Yeah.
Correct.
Y'all pretty much like the kings and queen of Sanford.
No,
I love
Goddamn right.
Sanford.
Book your T&D.com.
I fucking love Sanford, man.
Sanford.
That's good time.
I knew I'd
man.
be the king of Sanford one day.
Yeah. I
call it. The Delta is where you start.
It's only natural that you would move. I don't know, 7 miles to the left. Yeah. That makes sense.
Anyway, Sanford, me and Daniel saw Sanford coming up and then becoming this super cool place to hang out with the breweries.
Yeah. Well, they always fucked with us, so we always fuck with them.
Yeah, you got to show them love.
Yeah, like it's like Paul. Excuse me, Paul and oh my God,
what's happening?
Paul and everybody at the West End was always like super cool to us, and always like, sure, whatever you need, whatever you want, we'll make it happen. Yeah. And so so it's just an easier place to party.
I never knew that they had that theater in the back till like 6 months ago. Like I did shows at West End in the front.
Well, they've done a lot of remodeling.
Dope ass spot. That shit's dope.
Yeah, they've changed it. They've made it a lot better and pumped a lot of money into it.
Speaking of Sanford, the Mo DeWitt Comedy Jam is happening September 29th. You can go to mocomedyjam.com. All the benefits. I talked to Mo about this. He's like, 100% of all ticket sales are going to Yellow Brick Road. He's like, it's not like, anything left over will go to Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, just so people aren't confused when you go to buy the tickets, there are different tier systems basically to buy, but it's all for charity. So you get to choose how much you're donating to the charity basically.
Yeah, it's like a suggested donation.
Starts at 10 and then it goes all the way up.
Okay.
You could donate $500 if you want.
So I don't have $500.
Yeah,
well, you can donate the 10.
Me and Daniel are going to attend because all our friends are doing stand-up.
Let's wear Dumb and Dumber tuxedos. Let's do something silly. Let's dress up.
Matchy match.
Will you dress up with me?
I will not.
Let's dress up.
Ross is hosting. Jolly's going to be out there. Sabrina.
I'm doing a little time.
Ryan Holmes. Ross Paget.
Danielle.
Who else is going to be out there?
Danielle. What's her name? Ashley Reed. They are
Danielle
local
Mathis, Ashley Reed, Sabrina Amber, David
Ross
Jolly,
McCoy.
Ryan Holmes, Ross Paget, and Ross McCoy will be hosting.
There you go.
So again, get your tickets. Camedy. God.
Camedy Jam.
Camedy Jam. It's Mo Camedy Jamity.
Also, before we get off pre-sales, don't forget to get your Eric Pabone Halloween shirt just in time for Halloween.
Yes.
That's only a pre-sale too. We only got like a week and a half left on that, so make sure you order that. And with every local shipment, until we run out, you get BOGO Drive Shack coupons because Drive Shack is a new sponsor, so you get a buy one get one free game.
Yes, it's buy 1 hour, get the second hour free.
What's Drive Shack? What is that?
It's like multi-level
gaming.
No, golf.
Multi-level marketing.
Well, I'm just saying. Is it golf? It sounds like golf, right?
It's golf. It's a golf driving range, and
if you sign one person up to play golf, and they sign up two people to play golf.
So it's like a pyramid scheme.
No,
it's pyramid golf.
That's fucking sweet. I love
pyramid
schemes
now.
It is a driving range that tracks your ball. You play games, drink, full bar restaurant.
It's like a better way to golf.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had a scare yesterday, and then we'll go into talking about what Jolly's been up to in a second.
And I want to find out the conversation you had with the old lady when I stole the.
Let's go back to
talk about that.
She limped over. She had like a cast on her leg.
No shit.
God, y'all real evil
serious?
fucking people, man.
Look,
lady.
I am typically the first person in the studio, right? Just because of the way that my schedule works out. So I got here.
You're also a block away.
I'm also not even a block. So I came over. Turn all the lights on, and I always go and check the mail. As I was walking out to check the mail, I look out there and there's a walker and like an old lady,
like an old lady walker.
Yeah, and it's leaning up against our door, and I'm like, oh, this must be like we must have had a BDM that was thinking about it. And yesterday, during passing on Twitch.
Yeah,
and
we're on break or whatever.
We're live on Twitch, so you can kind of hear us having like real world conversations. We're not even like recording. We're just like talking. Mm-hmm. And we heard that Concrete Mike's, it's his mom, right?
Yeah, he made a post on the BDM page, like looking for a walker, and then I was like, well, buy your mom a walker, Concrete Mike. Like, just give me your address, because the Concrete Mike has done a lot for us.
He's a good dude.
And he's a good dude. So I got his address, and we bought him a walker to send to his mom.
Yeah, but I thought the walker that was here behind the studio,
because we talked about it.
Yeah, because we talked about it, and I thought somebody why would there be a walker?
I will also blame myself for this, because I'm like, I didn't ask questions, and normally I do. I didn't ask questions about this walker. I didn't ask where it came from, who brought it in. I just assumed you guys had it handled.
Yes.
Why the hell, if you ordered a walker, would it already be put together and just sitting in our back?
Well, no. Daniel thought it like a
I
nice
thought a
medium.
listener was listening on Twitch and was like, "Oh, they need a walker." Well, maybe they haven't ordered it yet. Normally we don't. Like normally,
Right.
if Tom says, "I'll do that for a concrete mic," then it comes a day of. We're like, "Oh, well, then we're paying extra for same day shipping," and you know the bullshit runs around here.
Yeah.
So of course we hadn't already ordered the walker, and guess
Yeah.
what? We probably actually we did. You did yesterday,
Yeah.
right? But anyway, so the one time that he decides to pre-order the walker, that I thought a listener had put the walker back there. So when I walked out to check the mail, I saw the walker and I go, "Oh, well, we already ordered a walker." And then I thought, well, it's a fuck around walker. Now I'm gonna use it. Oh, look at me, I'm handicapped. You know, like I'm gonna fuck around with it. Like
did the
people
Trump.
do. Yeah, you fuck around with a wheelchair.
He had a big cast on the leg.
You know,
And
do
the
all
fact that
stuff.
the neighbors that used to live there used to always say that we stole their shit.
Yeah.
and we didn't.
They
We actually
did.
did steal
So
it
y'all
this time.
habitual with this Steven shit,
Well,
huh?
they're new neighbors.
Yeah, they're
right?
new, yeah.
So,
The other ones got tired of us stealing their stuff.
She would
Well,
accuse
maybe
us.
this lady, you know, instead of accusing us of stealing your shit, maybe introduce yourself.
No, she-
like a decent
Nah, she
human
was
being.
nice, man.
She
She
was
was
nice
nice.
because
Fucking
now she's gonna
bitch.
no, come on, because I told her. Goddamn, I told her what we do.
Oh, no.
So the guy's probably listening right
my
now.
God.
He's on Twitch.
Oh my God, he's in there. What's his name?
No,
oh,
Wheelchair Willie.
He's
didn't
like
accuse
stole my
him.
walker.
Wheelchair
.com.
fucking Willie.
But so when they knocked on the back door, and then I'm not sure if it's another guest or some delivery.
Another guest? Are they running an Airbnb?
I don't-
Not allowed.
And so when I opened the door, as a lady, she's like, "Did you happen to find a walker?"
You're using
By the
They
way,
knew.
You're standing there using it to fuck around.
it's set up. It's set up right next
Yeah,
to me.
I put it there.
And
I mean,
could've
You
lied,
kick
though.
it with
She
your
ain't
foot.
see
You're
it.
like, no.
no,
She didn't see it.
I've been using my back's out, so I've been using it to get off the toilet here at the studio.
so I was like, oh yeah. Then I
Oh
started
yeah, our fuck around walker.
stuttering my way through explaining why we stole it.
Oh, she thinks you stole it. She didn't even see me. She didn't even know I work here.
Because why else would it was behind? Because both of our back doors are literally next to each other.
Yeah.
So our her back door is
Yeah,
it's
it's
6
like
inches.
double
You can touch
dildo.
it, yeah.
It's back door to back.
You should have lied and say you didn't have it.
I'm with Jolly.
I
I
was
would have
telling
gave it to Mike.
we
Yeah.
we're
Let
not-
her fucking hobble
we
around.
already
Bubba.
ordered one.
Yeah, I'm with Jolly. He's a better Tom than you.
And then so I started like because it was like it seemed like the son and the mom and there was her walker and then she
Oh, was he
wasn't-
standing there to beat you up?
Well,
right behind
he
him,
was standing
right-
there and I was
right
like, oh, we
behind
do a radio
like, I
shot
saw
here?
it on the
You
camera.
don't need to tell them the background. Just give him the walker.
Yeah, why do you overshare?
Because
Just say, yes, we stole it. Here
No,
it is.
Because it was stolen.
And then
It
shut the
was
door and say, get out of my house.
I have to-
Citizens arrest.
Fucking old lady.
I have to explain why we stole it because what other reason? Why would you if it was a
It
walker?
was a misunderstanding. We didn't steal it.
Well, I'm just saying, why do we even have it into
Because
in
it was
our
leaning
dwelling?
against our fucking door. How about you don't lean your fucking walker against our door? How about that?
No, I mean you said lead against. It was probably
Look, these people are notorious for leaving, so they left rotten food back there.
No, they said they're
Damn.
like, we saw you left your rotten food back here.
Oh, hold on. That's not our rotten
well,
food.
they wasn't theirs either. Like, who knows?
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway.
That's fine. Nobody's rotten food.
So I'm stuttering my way through explaining to this person
It was beautiful.
that why we stole it. I'm like, just radio. I said, I'm like, we have a listener, Concrete Mike, his wife, or his mom.
It was
So
a
somebody in the
meltdown.
chat, Ghost of Manute Bowl, of course, he says, okay, hear me out. Just say, oh, we ordered one. I thought that was it. Sorry. That's all you have to say. You don't have
Nah,
to go
that
into
thing
your
was-
show.
it
There's a
was
listener.
resting.
That
yeah, but
his
hold on.
mom-
I'm going
Like
to
tape
defend
on the
Tom
bottom.
here.
was used.
Let me defend Tom for a second. Ghost, as much as that is a logical thing to say to the lady, it's illogical because who in their right mind is going to believe that we actually ordered?
Yeah, it sounds like a
I
lie.
got to defend
Well,
my
so
friend.
does the radio. My listener's mom
No,
needed one.
I told her to peek her. I'm like,
No,
look at
hold
this
on.
thing. I was like, look at this guy on our couch. Why would he be here? It was Jolly. I'm like, look at it's obviously a
so
comedian.
stupid.
So I look like I was like, we're hanging out with David Jolly in our weirdo compound. Like it makes sense. And then they believed it. Why wouldn't they believe? I was like, I'm not looking at the sick. I was showing her the bathroom.
Why
What?
did you show her the bathroom?
I'm like, look at this. I was like,
Thank
John,
God you threw the Butler cutout out.
I'm like,
which,
John
by the way,
Lovitz?
was a mistake.
John Lovitz was here. Anyway.
Don't
So-
scream, John.
So you use John Lovitz as our validation
I'm like,
of old
come-
ladies we steal from?
Anyway, it was awkward, and then now
She thinks we're stealing from her.
Now we're gonna have a neighbor problems again. We
Yeah.
had a
That's
last
fine.
time.
It's always my fault too. It's always my fault. Then I hide. I steal the walker that I hide from the old lady, and then they're gonna try and beat you up.
You better
Sorry.
watch yourself, though. I'm telling you.
What'd the son
And the
look
dude
like?
was kind of tall.
Big guy?
Yeah.
He looked mad?
Like he was like, that's
He
bullshit.
was just,
but
yeah, he was like, this is some bullshit. Why you
Just give me
fucking with
back
my
my
mom?
walker,
the
yeah.
beautiful part was it was all true, and you could have just seen Tom just melt.
Oh, he was panicking.
breaking down.
So,
God, that's great.
yesterday for it was about 2 to 5 minutes, I had convinced myself that I would eventually die of AIDS. And I'll explain to you how I got to this conclusion. Follow me here.
Man,
So-
crazier than you have ever been.
And because this is how Tommy got a bad sunburn in his eyes over our
sorry?
beach party, right? This is how it
Eye
all started.
sunburn?
Oh, eye sunburn, like his eyelids
Oh, the
and,
lids.
and around his eyes, like
Oh,
like-
because his glasses, the glare.
not even that.
Oh.
It was because my wife doesn't put sunscreen around his eyes usually because it gets into his eyes.
Well,
so
yeah, it gets water in, and you go like this, and you're compromised. Yeah, it's all done.
And she put sunscreen everywhere. Usually he's wearing
Daddy,
goggles.
your eyes are sunburned every night.
Yeah.
I have to explain that to Maisie. I'm like, it's seasonal allergies, baby.
And then, so he got a bad sunburn in his eyes. Then the night of the beach party, he was complaining of an earache. Remember, I told you I slept on the Wizard's couch. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
Tommy came and slept with Crystal on
Yeah.
Wizard's daughter's bed. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, when he says sleeping on the wizard's couch, it's really a big book of spells. I like to paint a better picture.
And so, then the next day he had a fever, and then we were like, "Does this have something to do with the sunburn?" Because his eyes were burned red, like
Yeah.
kids get sunburn fevers.
I've never heard
Yeah,
of
it's
a headache.
a sunburn fever.
There's
It's
like
gonna give you a headache.
But I can imagine that anybody would, right? Like
And-
just a grown man outside, you get heat stroke. That's a fever, right? I mean, like,
the only people who don't is Mexicans.
okay,
No.
that's facts. Write that down.
We did have a Mexican Dan.
And that's coming from a doctor.
and so
Dr. Jolly.
Dr. Jolly is here.
then so he had this fever, and then we tested him for COVID. It wasn't COVID at the we thought it wasn't. Then
Have you been hanging out with a Mexican?
then we thought it was his like an ear infection or whatever it was causing it. Anyway, he didn't go to school on Monday. His fever went away, so we were like, oh, it's good. Went to school on Tuesday. Then on Thursday or the next day or Tuesday night, he was getting like a cough, and then we're like, that's
God.
kind of weird. Then we tested him for COVID, tiny little like very faint line. So
Yeah.
we're like, oh shit, he's got COVID.
it. He's got it.
And then, so then we had then it went away, and then anyway. So the other day, we're sitting on the couch, and Tommy's not paying attention to me. Like I'm like, hey Tommy, tell him something, and he normally doesn't because he's daydreaming.
So
all the time.
anyway,
Right.
there I was.
Just like me, my son.
Gravedigger, Dennis Anderson.
And then I'm like, Tommy, come on, and then he's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. And then I'm like, you can't hear me. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I just hear whoa, 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 whoa.
Like Charlie Brown?
Like
Yeah.
Charlie Brown. And like,
Wow.
and then I'm like, how long has this been going on? He's like, days now. I'm like, days.
That's you.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
why haven't you told us?
Well, he didn't want to bother anybody
This
with it.
motherfucker's over here typing with his fists because his hands won't open. And then I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, don't worry about it. I'll fix it. We'll get to it.
You know that's child abuse, right?
No, I won't. Jolly.
Not if they don't tell you.
Yes, if
Not
they
if
don't
they
tell
don't
me
tell you.
how.
Hold on, wait. Let's go back to this wizard's couch.
Oh, that's
What's up with this wizard's
No,
couch?
that's-
Maybe that's the
His
problem.
friend's
No, I-
nickname
I
is the
get-
Wizard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
of his friends
I
have weird nicknames.
I know what
Yeah.
the wizard's couch
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah,
scared
sorry,
of it
that's
all
all
the
right.
He was stuck on the Wizard's couch.
time. Yeah.
My buddy got long hair called the
That
Wizard.
does sound like a reference to sleeping on the wizard's couch.
It does,
sounds,
yeah.
That wizard's couch might give you anything, man.
sounds bad.
So he's like, I can't hear. I'm like, why didn't you tell us? And he's like, he didn't tell us. So then Crystal takes him to. She's like, all right, I got to take him to the doctor.
Take you up to the.
And then so yesterday,
Where'd you go? Did you go to the guide well? I like the guy. I like a guide well.
Yesterday-
Those are nice.
I get this text yesterday, and you guys.
Oh, we
you guys
were part of
witnessed
this.
it.
It was a big hearty fuck you to you guys for this because this is like shut the show down.
I get this text from my wife after we finished recording.
Yeah.
This is quote: Tommy had a hearing test, and he could not hear any of the beeps, not one. So then I'm like,
What do you want for lunch?
Because I was like, hearing test? Because
That is shit makes my heart hurt even hearing it now, and I know the answer.
Because the thing is, when he went to the doctor, we both said, like, guy's got an ear infection. That's why he can't hear. Like, that's the kids get ear infections all the goddamn time.
time.
It's just every goddamn. When they were younger, it was like every other month ear infection.
Yeah.
And so you get an ear infection and you can't hear, blah, blah, blah. So, but
He's also a swimmer. All my swimmer kids, like growing
was
up,
in the ocean at the BDM Beach Party
But
all
every
day.
kid I grew up with, dude, like that did competitive swimming up until even college, they were the ear infection people. You know, because there's just a lot of water in there.
And they stick shit in their brains all day.
Yeah. They put stuff in their ears.
He ain't wrong.
Sand in there. They don't.
Yeah.
God.
So,
Put your finger in there.
So to me, and then so I immediately call Crystal, and then she's in the waiting room, and then she's like, they gave Tommy a hearing test. She's like, I put on the headphones just to make sure, and she's like, I heard all the beeps, and like, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to hear that. And then she's like, the doctor's coming by. And then I'm like, what the fuck? So then I was like,
Yeah, so that's the part that we heard, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
the lot to me. Immediately, when you take a kid who has some sort of ear pain or can't hear, like you look in his ears right off the bat, like the goddamn
a bug
thing,
in there?
and then you're like,
You
ear
got
infection.
a light bright nugget in here. Or like you got a piece of clay.
So logically, like when you take a kid to the doctor and then you're complaining about anything with the ears, someone's going to look in their ears and then rule out or rule it an ear infection. You
Right.
could see it easily, I think. I mean,
Correct.
you know, I'm pretty sure anybody, even like tech or
Well, I think just
I
from
could probably see it, right?
Inflammation, I think they can see like instantly when they go in there. A lot of it has to do with just it being inflamed. So they can see that it's irritated, and they'll see redness, and they'll see like maybe
Exactly.
discharge or
And
whatever that's in there that's bad.
And it's the most common thing. So to me, in my mind, they must have already ruled out ear infection, and then they went to ear test, and now he can't hear. So then I was thinking,
feeling crazy today. Let's start with the ear test.
and he had a thin COVID line. So I was like, did he have COVID?
Oh, God.
And did it damage somehow his hearing? Because they've already ruled out in my mind ear infection. And so I told Sam, I was like, my son, he can't hear anything for whatever reason. And then Sam was like, that's weird. I was like, yeah, that's super concerning because like, rarely do you just lose hearing without an ear infection, or like there's a mystery, like there's gonna be a bigger fucking problem, right?
It was like one of those TV shows where like she saw for the first 20 years of her life.
He okay now, though?
And then it ended.
Yeah.
Next time anything happen to your kids, though, black people, we solve everything with ginger ale.
Okay, all right.
Give him
Just-
Splash a little ginger ale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A little bit of ginger
You get
ale.
it. Hey!
I have a problem. I have a problem. I have a problem with home remedies. I don't believe in anything. It's like it's only medicine or surgery.
No ginger ale for you.
Yeah, there's no
No
salves.
fabuloso for the Latin
some
people.
CBD
is
drops.
awesome.
Yeah. I think white people are witch hazel, black people are
most
ginger
definitely.
ale, and Latin people are fabuloso.
Fabuloso, you got that
Yeah,
right.
I think
definitely
that's
right.
the three.
So back to how I went through the timeline of my new life in 2 minutes where I was like,
This is how you got AIDS?
I was like Tommy.
Wow. Man, a deaf son and AIDS? That's a rough
Is this
go.
a dream?
No, this is
This is your rational thinking.
Yeah.
this
He's
is
like,
I'm trying to play out
he's
what
like,
that's
my
what he
son
said.
is deaf. I
thought he
must fuck
said it.
someone
Jolly,
with AIDS.
it's what I do with gambling. I take the evidence and I play out
Wait
what
a
I
minute.
think is going to happen in the future. That I do that with everything at all times of my own life, everybody's life. Like
So this
football
week's
teams.
NFL, you looked at this week's NFL and you're like, all right,
I mean,
I got to get AIDS.
Well, I look at
I have to get
I look
it.
at this.
If my son's deaf, I'm definitely getting AIDS.
Follow my logic. Follow me here.
I don't know how you're going to connect the dots on the AIDS to the
I'll
di-
connect-
I like this, though.
I'll
Yeah.
connect them in a way that you'll say at the end, yes, that you will get AIDS, and because this is the logic. I am too weak to take care of a disabled son. People that do that are stronger than I'll
I
ever
like
be.
that. I'm
and-
going to say that too. I'm too weak to
No.
take care of a disabled daughter.
well, I'm
'Cause
just saying.
It's really because I don't want to say I don't want to, because then you guys will hate
No,
me
no,
if I say
no.
that.
It's not that. It's people that do it, and there's plenty of people that do that are for heroes. Like, goddamn, they're strong people. Like, because they just hard ass
it's
work,
really hard.
and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is a work 24 hours a day for for most of the time for the rest of your
Forever,
life.
yeah.
Especially if
You're right. It would be easier
It's
just
insane.
to get AIDS.
No.
I'm gonna get
So
this made.
how I looked at, I was like, I'll never be able to learn sign language because I'm too dumb and I can't go through the courses and listen to the person.
Oh, that's a good shirt.
I'll be like, I'm
dumb for sign language.
it's true. Like I go and put in
That would be a nice one.
the dedicated time. I love my sons. I want to, but I'm just bad at following the rules, the directions, learning. I'm too old to learn.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to learn sign language. I'm gonna be voice to text like I was doing with the nanny for Tommy's the rest of his life. Anyway, the stress of this will inevitably
It lowers your immune system.
cause Crystal to leave me for sure. Like it will break up,
So
right?
then you'll start getting girls on list crawler?
No.
I'm just asking.
It's a
I wanna know
different.
if AIDS is
It's a
coming.
different. Yeah. Wait
I
for
gotta
it.
know about the AIDS.
Wait for this. Wait for this.
He can be his authentic self.
Well,
and then
Tom
he's,
doesn't know how to navigate those sites, so
Yeah.
he'd be going to some old biker
No,
bar.
he wouldn't even do that. He'd be like, "Oh, follow
Motherfuckers
over this. Follow over this." Logically speaking, I'm logical. Men, it's just easier. I'm at Savoy.
He's fucking some old saloon head.
You're sticking your dick through the chain link fence.
I'll start with the listeners. Like that's an easy
Bang
way
a
to start.
couple- it's some nice listeners. I bang a couple listeners, man.
Oh, we
Some
have.
real nice listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, we have listeners here, so I'm going to try not to look them in the eyes when I say I'd fuck them.
Yeah,
But
Well, they're married.
yeah, I'd fuck all the listeners, man.
Oh, look.
I mean, if I was into that, if I was into all of our listeners, you know that's true.
So
Fuck 'em all.
after the inevitable divorce, because raising now a son that can't hear is too much stress on our marriage, and then Crystal gets mad that I won't take the goddamn sign language courses. And
Well, they're court ordered. So what are you gonna do? They're court ordered.
And so
you're
after,
gonna get locked up, dude.
so after I'll let Crystal.
You're gonna get AIDS in jail.
I'll let Crystal and my sons keep the house because I want
yeah.
them. I
It's a
can't
nice
take it.
house,
And yeah, they got. And then
Too
I'll,
nice for AIDS.
I'll
that house.
move into the worst apartment complex
No,
I
you
can
move
find.
in near me,
Get one of those motels that charge like $30 an
Oh,
hour.
I was just in one of those.
And just
Yeah,
get a
the
weekly
extended
subscription.
stay, yeah.
No,
You
why don't you go
definitely
to
gonna get
International
AIDS.
Palms?
That's
I
too
will say-
far.
I'm gonna say, no, you're living the
need to-
beach life now. That's how you get
No,
AIDS, dude. Cocoa Beach
no,
got all
no.
the AIDS.
No. Follow me here.
That hotel I was in.
They
haven't
got plenty of AIDS.
We
I
haven't
got
got
AIDS.
AIDS. So then I'm staying at the extended stay on Colonial,
Okay,
right?
okay, I see where you're going.
And then I'm riding my bike to work because I had to sell my boat and truck and everything. It was a hard time.
That was good, right?
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Him riding his bike.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's close though. It's close.
Yeah, yeah,
Couple
yeah.
of streets.
Um,
Straight shot, right down
Yeah,
Virginia.
my one wheel broke down and I don't have the money to send it to fix it anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well, you sold some of the parts for.
So
you
in-
don't have your medical card anymore. You don't have any money.
in my logical, by this time, Daniel is on full blown pain pills because
Oh,
of
yeah.
his back.
Well, I'm in a-
Yeah.
Why?
The hardcore
because of my back.
ones.
My back's so
Oh.
bad. And I'm continuously stealing wheelchairs and walkers from people because I'm obsessed with it. I love stealing from the handicapped people.
So Daniel's full blown, strung out
Yeah.
pain pill addict.
But I have a hover around, and I still have my wits about me. Like I still have my mind, but I'm angry all the
Do
time.
you
because
still have your beautiful hairline?
No, my hair's all falling out, and I wear hats all the time.
Okay.
And then
Cowboy hat.
he's going to some BDM friend doctor pain clinic thing. They still exist. People thought they're all gone. They're out there. They're out there.
No, but
You
it's
can get 'em.
homemade pain pills, making
Yeah, yeah.
them themselves and
Yeah, yeah.
forming the pills.
They got
just
the
like,
press. The press.
Compound
Are they
pharmacy.
putting like
Yeah.
Fabuloso in them and bleach?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever
Yeah,
fucks
yeah.
me up. I just want to get fucked up, man, and get my
Yeah,
dick
yeah.
sucked.
Nothing wrong
So
with that.
inevitably, I'm falling on hard times. Daniel's gonna
Yeah.
give me some pain pills,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But only if you suck my dick.
That's fine. Whatever.
He's sucking my dick.
Anything-
I'm
Whatever
giving
it
him-
takes.
God
Yeah, whatever
damn,
it
That
takes.
shit get crazy.
Well, no, I will only. My pain pills are so good and they're homemade. They're made by one of the CBE guys because he dabbles in that too because they party the best. And then he's giving them to me on the side. And he's like, the rest of the team, if they find out, man, that I'm
Yeah, you
doing
gotta
this,
keep it on the low,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you're sucking my dick. I'm giving you a few of the pain pills, but
Yeah.
I don't have AIDS.
So then,
But if I find
wait
out
for
you
it.
got
Find
AIDS,
out-
I'm not gonna let you suck my
I
dick
gotta
anymore.
get to this age.
Well, inevitably, I'm getting there. It's close. It's
a
around the
great
corner.
story.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a great
hold on.
story.
It's
Just
around the
settle
corner.
down. Just settle down,
AIDS
Jolly.
is just around the corner.
So
This
then,
is beautiful.
inevitably, we're doing the pain pills, but we need more and
I'm
more.
long gone in the scenario,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, yeah, you're great though.
Say-
you know what? Your
say-
podcast takes off
Awesome.
bigger than
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
ever been. You and your hubby, like he's
Yeah, we're traveling
he's
the
a
world.
professional roller skater now.
Vlogging.
Yeah, and you don't take off immediately, but as soon as Crystal leaves me, you're like,
That's it, yeah.
You start telling your husband, you're like, hey,
I
this
gotta
is-
get outta here.
Yeah, like Daniel's already on pain pills. This guy is gonna go downhill. Like
Well,
we
you
gotta
have
go
one of
plan
those
B.
like serious talks with me where I'm like, look, man, I know what you got to do, and I think you need to do it. I'm gonna turn around, just walk away.
yeah. Oh, then
Just
me.
let me die, and you just see me wheeling
And me and-
away. You just see the moonlight as I'm wheeling my wheelchair into the moonlight.
And me and
I'm
Daniel.
like, hey, kid, and you turn around, and I'm like, I love you, and I respect the hell out of you. That's the last time I see you ever.
Oh, yeah.
One teardrop.
I'll try to
one.
sabotage your podcast because I'm like, I learned it from watching this guy.
Sends in an email.
Yeah. To no one,
to nobody,
to myself,
To my husband.
People don't even use. People don't
My
even
husband's like,
email
he
anymore.
literally signed it Tom. He
Yeah.
forgot to turn his signature off.
Yeah, everything's
I'm-
text messages now. Too.
I try to steal your sponsors. I'm talking to Joe Burr, like, "Hey, stay with us," and he's like, "Nah, I've been dissing myself."
and you got
We
AIDS. I don't deal with
No,
that.
AIDS is not here yet.
Oh.
We
So
ain't got to AIDS yet.
So
beautiful.
we need more pain pills,
so
and
beautiful.
now the BDM, like the goddamn local police, raided our
Yeah,
guy.
my buddy, my
and
buddy.
whatever.
Busta
One of the
girl be-
BDM houses?
No, I'm just
no,
saying the
like-
one with the guy we
Yeah.
were getting our pain pills
And they
from.
kicked him out. And then they
In this
kicked-
scenario,
Yeah, they
yeah.
kicked him out of
Okay. I was
CBE
like,
because
what
they're
the
like,
fuck's
look,
going
man,
on,
we
man?"
don't dabble with that bullshit.
Okay, well, that's inevitable. Like it got too big.
Yeah.
The local police
Compromised.
So anyway, so now no more pain pills. Well, we need them because we're shitting
Yeah.
our pants at
Well,
this point. Because,
Yeah,
literally,
like, I can't function
diarrhea.
without him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't function without him.
So I'm like, listen, opioid is an opioid.
Yeah.
We can get heroin. That
Now,
that
You don't want that,
here's
man.
the-
You don't want that
it's the
shit.
same.
Here's
We're
the-
fentanyl.
You do
We're
not want that.
Here's the
less
crazy
strong
part
than fentanyl.
is that-
We were on.
I can't get my pain pills anymore. Tom's been sucking my dick to get them. He comes up with this idea, so I start sucking his dick.
God
because he's
damn,
getting the
there's a
pain.
lot
I
of dick
know.
sucking going
I
on
know.
here, man.
Lots.
So then,
The most.
So then I called Jolly. He tells me where to get heroin.
Yeah. What?
And then you know where to. I mean, you can tell
I'm
me.
pretty sure I can find somebody for you. I never did it, but I can
No,
find
no,
it.
yeah,
pretty
I'm
sure.
just saying, like, hey,
Yeah.
and you hook me up. You'd
We're
be like,
friends,
hey,
of
yeah,
course.
you'd be like, hey, go here to this place,
Yeah.
and
And that's
and
as far,
they'll
it's
give you
almost
heroin.
like in any
Yeah,
quest,
this is
you
great.
always have that one character that says, "Look, I can get you as far as the mountains, but anything past that, I can-"
Anything
you know,
past the mountain,
Yeah,
I'm not
so
allowed
you're
to
like,
go.
look, you're like, hey, I can get you to the place.
And,
I get to do
And
it.
But
by the
that's
way-
it. But then you're like, you're on your own.
in this
Right?
scenario,
Yeah.
Jolly's
Yeah, Jolly's like,
Jolly's
look, I'm
real
trying to come
famous.
up and be
Like,
a big comedian.
it was even hard for me to get in touch with Jolly because at this point he's super famous.
Why?
Yeah,
You got my number, don't you?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
no,
yeah,
you
but you
changed it.
changed
Yeah,
it
yeah,
by
yeah.
then.
Oh, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I
Why?
gotta hit you up
you
on
got bigger.
Too famous.
Facebook. But you're like, I'll tell Tom where to get heroin. He helped me come up.
What do you
and
got,
I'll-
Android? You got Android?
No, I got an iPhone.
You got
baby.
an iPhone, so but you'll switch. Inevitably, when you get rich, you always
Whoa.
go like, "Oh, I got to switch."
You
to
never
the-
go to Samsung.
Yeah, but you do if
Unless
you're
you're 57.
if your entourage and your security has all
You
of
right,
that.
you
That's
might
what.
be right.
Or you got a sponsor with Samsung.
Yeah, you're right. Now I'm
So-
goddamn out the way then.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we're doing heroin. Everything's good. And,
Wait, he's not doing it. Am I doing it?
No,
I
me and
like
you,
when
me
we
and
do
you.
heroin,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
And we're somehow we're
We're
still
just doing heroin and sucking each other's dicks.
Damn.
At this point, we still have some recording equipment, and we go to the library to upload our podcast.
Oh,
but
just like
we
bums-
have-
got
just
that
like
bad?
bums-
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
bums do. Go in there and wipe my ass with a magazine.
yeah.
That's what bums did.
Do y'all still got the site though? Y'all got
No,
Oh,
just
my God,
we
that's
didn't
GoDaddy.
pay.
these two mics and a recorder.
Yeah,
Go
we
Daddy.
did. Yeah. But we have some listeners. They stuck with us.
Yeah, they
You
do.
know, like
Izzy.
Norm, Izzy.
Well, no, Izzy's dead. Izzy's dead.
Yeah.
But Norm's dead too. No, we don't have any listeners.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
You know, Mike B, Tully, Norm.
No.
Mike B gonna be here forever, baby.
You think so?
anyway.
I hope so.
He's a different
I
kind of
love
human.
him, but you know.
So there'll be one day we're hanging out under a bridge or whatever.
Are
and
y'all
then-
recording under the bridge?
No, we're just hanging out with our the homeless drug addict friends.
talking about conspiracies.
and then
It's
they're
like a coalition of homeless people.
they're old listeners. They're like, I remember you on the Monsters. They say the same shit. And then we're all doing heroin.
yeah.
And then
I'm like, my feet hurt.
and then the guy hands me his heroin needle. And then
That's where you get the fucking AIDS from.
I know.
Okay,
that
alright.
sucks.
I
dude.
know that I should somehow sterilize. We should use a new needle, but I'm too awkward to tell this guy. Like, I think you may have some sort of hepatitis or A. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, 'cause you don't want to insult the guy with
he's,
AIDS.
He's an old drunk in the bear listener. So then I give myself AIDS.
Damn. Now that all of that makes sense.
That happened in
See, I
2
told you.
minutes.
I told you.
I can't argue with you.
It's
That
good.
shit makes sense.
That would happen if my son went deaf yesterday. I'm just telling you.
And that scenario went through his brain in 2 minutes.
Do you know
That
how?
would happen.
It was beautiful.
That's what happened.
When he got off the phone with Crystal, all I heard was, "Well, that's fucking scary." And I was like, "Are you
I realized
okay?"
I was gonna die of AIDS.
Yeah.
That's what I knew. Anyway.
Do you Yeah, that
the ladies in the chat are very concerned with Tommy's ears because you haven't got back to what actually is going on.
Yeah.
You just went on how you were going to get fake AIDS.
Well, they
Right-
had the,
right
they,
after-
they didn't have the cord
Those
plugged
days
in.
might be real.
3 minutes later, I get a text from Crystal, double ear infection. He's got gunk in both the ears. That's why he can't hear.
Poor dude.
And then he gets antibiotics. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, of course, but then I screamed, why didn't you check that first before you do a goddamn hearing test? I've never even heard of that.
It is odd.
Like, you did a hearing test first, and then be like, oh, he can't hear. And then we're like, well, we know. That's why we came here. Like, you freaked us out by, or at least me, by doing the hearing test first. Just look at his ears. Even the tech, like, should know what a goddamn ear
honestly,
infection.
man, like I've been looked at by a doctor probably more than anybody in this room. I'll just
yeah.
offer that up. And yeah, they normally look at my ears first. It used to be. Now it's not this way anymore. Maybe something changed, and I'm a dumb old man for a second.
Touch that butthole first, right?
Well, no, but I wish, but no.
What doctor are you going to?
Dr. Butthole.
Touch your butthole first? Before the forms?
It used to be you go in and you sit in the chair. They ask you to get on the thing. When you get on the thing, there was the standard. The standard is gone.
The knees, right?
We never talk about. Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
the
the
knees.
knees.
Oh,
They,
yeah,
they listen to the
that's
heart.
old people shit, though.
It used
When
to
they had a
be.
little rock,
They would get out the wooden
spoon.
it was like a depressed
yeah.
tongue
Tongue
depressor,
depressor,
and
yeah.
push and look, and then they'd go. It like literally, you could set your watch to it. They'd get the metal thing down, black little thing on there. Look in your ear. Look in your ear. Look in your eye. Look in your eye. Open up. Say tongue depressor. Like they gave you the standard. They don't do the standard anymore. So maybe this is the reason we need to go back to the standard because honestly, you're right because you take that little black thing, you look in Tommy's ears, and even me, I would be willing to bet that even me, no doctoring, but just a hypochondriac, that I could look in there and go, oh yeah, it's red and pink in here, dude. Something's irritated,
Something
right?
ain't right.
He's got an ear infection. I'm not an idiot, but I've done enough doctoring to know my.
Yeah.
I bet you I could have done it.
I blame greed because this has got to be some sort of like, if they complain about their
If
hearing,
we have to get the machine out.
Well, yeah,
$2,000.
You charge like who knows what they charge our insurance for
Probably
his
right.
ear test that they did, which was just you put on headphones and you're like, can you hear the beep? Like that's all it is. But I'm sure that was $800 for an ear
Hell
test.
yeah.
And then they just antibiotics. There's no even reason to even go to the doctor. I know they were trying to make like something you could attach your iPhone to. And
Like a doctor, yeah.
They have it.
They
have.
right?
I'm gonna buy one. If I can get Andrea to let me. They have this little thing. I see it on the baseball commercials all the time. They don't have it for everything, but they have this little device that's a little USB puck, and it sits like in your kitchen, and you have these little test strips. And for any flu, cold, COVID is the big one, and they use it for all the MLB players. And you just test yourself, put it in there. It sends the thing to the computer, tests everything, and sends you back what you need.
Okay,
And
instant
then,
result.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, you have COVID, and then the hopes, from what I've read, is that it would be connected to your doctor. Your doctor could immediately look at it, look at the actual test, prescribe your meds, and just have them shipped to your door. You really like that?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Like you're not getting other people exposed. You can get your medicine right to your doorstep, go to bed, and get well.
Yeah, it's like the
It's a
ear.
good idea.
Every kid has 10,000 ear infections. Just like all they need is antibiotics, and you could.
Oh, and
see
you
it.
got more coming. Your kid is a competitive swimmer, dude. That's all he's gonna get is ear infections.
Yeah. So anyway, he's fine. Everybody's fine. It's just
It did
that
scare the
was
shit out of the
hilarious.
entire studio. Like we were all like, did we just watch?
I wouldn't have freaked out as much.
Oh, you
Son
had to
did-
break down live?
No,
it's right after the show.
We were just all in the.
I-
We were all
on
in
the
the
Twitch.
office.
By the way-
No, we were in the office just sitting around when this happened. So we.
Can they listen while y'all just sitting chilling? Or
No.
I wouldn't have thought
Only
he-
the toilet.
I wouldn't have thought hearing loss either if we didn't have we thought he had COVID or I think he did have COVID. And then I was like, is that so? You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just a random oh shit, he's got
There have
hearing
been
loss. It
some
was like,
reports of that from people. Sure.
yeah. I'm like,
there've
is that
been-
it? I don't know. It was 3 minutes of time. That's all it was. But
It
no.
doesn't take long for your imagination, and regardless of whether or not you
gotta-
want to agree with me, you have a vivid one. I know you,
You
say
got a
no.
pretty good imagination. If
He
you went
does.
from
He
ear
does.
infection to AIDS.
He says he doesn't, but it's up there and it's
Goddamn
dark
skills,
as fuck.
man.
It's the upside down
But
in
you,
there.
you say imagination. I'm just playing out the logical conclusion to this. Because again,
You gotta
it's-
be logical.
It all
Creating scenarios like that is imagination.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you know the definition.
It definitely is, but it's fine.
Do you think imagination means it's all good? No.
well, it means that I imagine something like ridiculous ridiculous, and it's probably not going to. I'm imagining what the probable outcome of something is.
How far it can go.
Based on what I know about myself and everybody around me. That's all I do all the time.
Like,
I'm
sometimes
this will end this way.
I do a version of
I'm
that.
wrong a
Well,
lot.
you and I have always done that, right? We've always gone to, and I think part of our humor rests in the worst case scenario imagination land.
Yeah.
Like you and we've talked about this before. Like you and I, maybe one of the ways that our humor like links up. Probably the best way is that when things are going poorly, you and I can run the numbers and we can go to a pretty dark place if we need to.
Yeah.
We can go, like, we can drive down the
It's funnier,
loneliest
darker,
of
funnier.
scariest highways. Yeah, it is funnier, but it can also be very scary.
You gotta be like almost an only child to have one of them imaginations. Like I grew up by
I was
myself,
an
so
only
I can
child.
think of some weird shit. I just don't tell everybody the weird shit.
I don't tell everybody everything.
You just let it all out on.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And I'm not an only child, but if I think about it, like I'm 5 years away from my sister, so it's like you're 5 years only child and a baby. You know, it's like
You got a little bit
By
of
the time I had a sibling, I was 8 years old before she could even,
Do anything.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
What do we need to get out of? We're gonna take a break, right?
Yeah, let's take a break. Come back.
Anything we need to mention? We mentioned the baseball hats. Measure your head so you get the right
Yeah,
size.
measure your
The
head.
comedy jam.
We mentioned your comedy jam. Ross going to be there too.
September
Ross
29th.
hosting. You're going to be there.
Dude,
Yep.
Like I gotta check y'all website out. I want one of them baseball hats.
No, I'll get you one.
It's a
I bet you that
pre-sale,
bitch
yeah.
fire.
Well, you
That
got a
bitch
big
about
ass
to
head
fire.
though, so I don't know.
My shit probably like a 7.5 or 8 or some shit. I don't
We
know.
got an 8. 8's as big as we go.
No,
Who's
not 8.
calling?
My shit ain't.
Izzy.
Why I
Izzy's
keep
calling
cussing,
line
man? I'm
1.
trying to change my life.
It's fine. This one's unedited. so-
Izzy,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
up, buddy?
Hey, are you guys live on the show? We go commercial?
No, we're
You're
live.
You're live.
All right, cool. I got a question for you guys. Might you guys probably help me? My brother-in-law makes fun of me, right?
Oh.
Because this is just a random question. And he makes fun of me because I told this story one time that one time I was pumping my wife, right? And, I'm a big guy. Our bed is tall. And I told him that my feet kept on slipping and I had to go put on my boots. And once I put on my boots, that everything was much, it was better. Am I the only one that finds that pumping with sneakers or shoes on is better for us big guys or have
No, hold
big tall
on.
beds?
Us little
Where are
guys
your feet?
He's standing while she's on the bed.
on the bed. Yeah,
Yes.
like Izzy,
Oh.
I will help you. I can be on topic for this. I cannot, if my wife is laying on the bed, with my old bed I could, with the new, I have a new sleep number bed, and it is so big that I'd have to run and jump into the air, a la Michael Jordan,
or get some
Jumpman.
dog steps.
Yeah, I need dog steps.
Why you don't get some?
I need some dog steps to pump my wife. Would that be popular on TikTok? Me pumping my wife using dog steps.
Pretty sure to go viral.
You
Yeah,
think so?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Izzy, what I'm confused about is that were you barefoot before, or were you in your socks, or why
He
can't
said
you
he
get
put
the
on
traction?
boots.
No, but I'm saying, like, what's your floor made of?
Oil.
No. But I was barefooted, right? And the bed is tall. I'm really flat-footed. Yeah, I'm a size 15, but
It's it's
16.
adult onset, if you know what I mean.
No, no.
It's like the
Tell
things
you-
have been flattened out.
The best shoes to get are Chuck Taylors.
Yeah.
Tell him to buy a pair of Chuck Taylors,
Okay.
and he can get his grip right.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
it's
He
all
likes
in
them
this.
ground Chuck
All in
Taylors.
this,
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry.
but I just feel like barefoot, like you have traction unless
Yeah.
the floor
No,
was
you
wet.
do because you have
No.
claw feet.
No, he doesn't.
Izzy has smooth, flat feet.
No, smooth will
Oh, yeah, you
grip.
gonna keep
Tom's
sliding
feet
on
are
tile, on
Tom's
tile?
feet are shiny from being polished by
yeah.
rocks.
Tile shoes.
His feet are slippery.
Yeah.
Tom's feet are like ice skates.
Like, I feel like, but I guess, I'm putting on boots for the traction.
I mean, what kind of boots? What are you wearing? Timberlands?
Oh, hell no, some steel-toe construction boots.
Well, do you have to
Steel
pause?
toe.
Does she stay there in all fours and then you go and you get a nice Hooter sock? You put a nice billowy Hooter sock on?
He
The
is
other
talking about
day,
having sex
wifey
with his
goes-
wife over the bed, right?
How hard? Like, how long could you go hard?
What's a
Izzy?
pump
like,
session?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long
Because I
are
feel
we-
like you get winded. Everybody would.
Yeah,
like,
well,
I
you get winded putting his shoes on.
yeah. Like,
Then he's
it's a
got
lot
to
of-
pause before
Tell
the
him to
pump-
take a strong back
Yeah.
before you even start the party. That's called cheat dicking.
What is that?
when you take one of them sex pills and you get real hard.
Cheat
it's called
dicking.
cheat dicking.
I've
What's
never.
your Viagra?
Yeah, she thinks it's natural, but you just go in there and fucking
Do
cream
you
up
have any-
corn.
You got any other questions?
She out of
for
there
Izzy?
for about 2 days.
No,
We
no,
love
no.
you, Izzy. Be good, buddy.
All right, let's take a break.
I don't know what to think about the boot thing. I'm trying to
I was
figure
gonna
that
say the next day after the Mo Comedy Jam, Tom will be out at Toll Road Brewing on
Oh, yes.
Friday, September 30th. If you guys want to meet up with him.
Yep, 100%. That's in a Coe, so come out. I know some CBE guys are coming out, and
Yeah,
just gonna hang out and drink
Oh,
beers.
sorry. Did I say November? I meant September. September 30th.
Yes,
Apologies.
September 30th.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pop by there. I don't. Dansby Dennis, my new puppy, will be arriving that day.
Dunsby Dennis.
Dansby Dennis.
Very bougie name.
Well, he's named after Dansby Swanson from the Atlanta Braves. I have a friend here. I have a fellow Brave fan in
Weird,
the studio.
Like to be named Dansby. I've never in my entire life.
His name
never.
is James Dansby Swanson.
Oh,
You know
okay.
where I
Oh, I
learned
thought
that
his
from?
first name was
Maisie.
Dansby.
Maisie told me that. Maisie was like, I heard that on the Atlanta Braves radio broadcast. I'm like, what
Was
the
it a
fuck? She's an
baseball
old
radio?
dude. She's an old lady. I came in her room this morning, and Andrea, if she's in the chat room, will back me up. I opened her room to give her a good morning kiss, and she was watching a design home makeover show for adults.
You talking about your
"Wha-"
daughter, right?
I go, yeah. I go, what are you
Oh,
watching?
man,
She
this
goes,
is
I'm watching
amazing.
this home makeover show. It's great. And I'm like, this is garbage. Like, this is old lady garbage. You're like an old lady like your
She
mom.
been here before. That's what people say. Like
Yeah.
when a
Old
young
soul.
kid,
Yeah,
she
man.
been
It's
here before.
creepy.
Or you interested in like
What if she was sitting like this though?
Well, she would. That's her. She's just like her mom.
Yeah.
the,
Would've been
the general
beautiful.
contractor's using the wrong stucco?
She's got like a little cardigan and
Fucking
she's
20
knitting.
minutes.
Oh,
Stuck
Andrea
up.
is in there. Okay, great. Yeah, Andrea, please tell them I'm not lying. Yeah, open the door. And she's why I'm like, what are you watching? And it's not for kids. It's not. She didn't go Disney Plus. She didn't do any of the shows she should have. She was on regular Netflix watching some fucking old lady show.
That is hilarious.
All right. The name of the band is No Trigger. Great band. They have a new album called Dr. Album. The name of the song is Coffee from a Microwave. We're going to get a little punky for a minute and be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Show at tomanddan.com for emails. Bye-bye.
How many times did you dumpster dive? I don't wanna add 'em up. You're the raccoon for myself.
I mean, that's...
I thought that was just in the movies.
It's
No,
probably
no.
the most interesting during the break conversation we've ever had. Hey, welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha and David Jolly's here and some listeners hanging out with us on this perfect Friday. Well, it's perfect in here. It's hot as hell outside, but welcome back to the show, guys.
Yeah, I didn't know you were supposed to make noise and audible.
Well,
while you're
everybody
doing that.
else here seemed to. Every
Nobody has sex or does sex acts in silence like you. Nobody.
Well, that's
But you
the
know what?
sex you
Let me
make,
help you
but
out.
this is
Can
a.
I help
you out?
My wife is a little quiet.
During
It's a logical thing, man. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Maybe she concentrating.
That could be true.
yeah.
Concentrate on how bad I am, and how fucking ugly I am.
Like Jenny trying to imagine she's somewhere else
Well,
in
she- hey,
cornfield.
Dear God.
Forrest Gump. So anyway,
How did Forrest's son not get AIDS? That's unbelievable,
Sometimes
right?
It doesn't happen, yeah.
They should do another movie about the son.
Which movie you talking about?
You know, there is a
Forrest
sequel.
Gump.
There's a
Forrest
sequel
Gump,
for
okay,
Forrest
okay.
Gump
Yeah.
that's ready to go, and it was.
Well, the book. They already came out with the book, right?
Yeah, you could go and read
It
it.
was a book.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a book.
I bet you it was a beautiful book. That was a good movie.
You like
Yeah.
books?
Yeah,
I'm not much
read.
of a book guy.
I'm
I
not
wish-
really a adventurous book guy. I don't like. Sometimes I get lost in a good story.
You
but I
like self-help books, though, don't you?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
you
I
like,
the,
how to
the
come to the next
audiobooks.
level. How to?
Yeah, because I mean, like we beat ourselves up with that all day, like our own mental health.
I got your shirt on today. See, I got my
I
more
I
wins,
appreciate it.
positive affirmations.
Daily affirmation
Yeah.
for positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to do it.
So, Jolly, I know you were in Philadelphia recently, and it was because we gave you a call last minute because we had a cancellation. We're like, oh, let's get Jolly on here. And then you're like, I do it, but I'm going to the airport.
Yeah, I was headed to the airport right
Yeah.
here. I try to tell people I'm a comedian, but I was basically up there selling crack.
All right. Okay. That's what I wrote down. That was my prediction.
I like the honesty.
I folded it up. I gave it to our guests, and I'm like, "Hey, look at it after the show. I'll be right." I'm joking.
No,
Kosia Kim Lon.
I had some gigs up there in New Jersey.
Nice.
Like I got a comedy's so weird because like sometimes you'll be with a club, sometimes a promoter will hit you up and like I give you this to do this, and you know you basically trying to get there for as cheap as possible to make a profit, sell some merch,
Of course,
and
yeah.
like
Promote yourself.
Yeah. I got there and back for $51.
What? Now hold on.
That's
This is a Tom
unbelievable.
Van grift here.
Yeah, that
Sprint.
is. I mean, you guys are.
Sprint.
You
at the Philly
I thought that was a
airport.
cell phone, not an airline.
You have
No.
said before
Spirit.
that.
You know the hell I'm trying to say. My bad. I'm sorry.
Well, you can't say the word spirit.
Sprint. Spirit.
Spirit.
My bad. I was thinking because they're both yellow and black. You feel me? You got me, right? You feel me?
You got spirit. Yes, you do.
I see
You
Jolly.
got
You
spirit.
I speak Jolly.
Jolly, I promise you, I feel you. I cannot talk.
Yeah.
My English
Jolly.
is horrible.
Me too. Me too.
I'm so
You
bad
have
at
said
English.
before, John.
They all make fun of me.
Nobody's making fun. Everybody. Okay, I would like the
Twitch makes fun of me all
I
the time.
would like for the two strong dum-dums to calm down.
Oh, you
No
missed
one's
it while
making
you
fun
were
of you.
while you were in the bathroom.
I'm so bad. No one's
Tom
making
was
fun of you.
correcting Jolly on because Jolly kept saying beard. He's like mustache. I'm like, don't correct Jolly. You,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
You know what he
right. He
meant.
was right.
Jolly, you have
But when I
said-
look at a beard, I think mustache. I don't know.
You
why.
have
I don't know
said
why I
that you
corrected
are the Black Tom Fan. I've heard this
You
many.
better fucking believe it.
I've heard this
I thought
many
that
I'm
was
times.
pretty
Kenny.
sure we're related. I'm pretty sure we're related.
Kenny's Black Tom Fan.
That's what we used to say. Yeah.
I say
Who is
that
Kenny?
about all my black friends.
Yeah, everybody is a black Tom.
Yeah, who's Black Kenny?
Dabs K.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I don't
yeah.
call him.
I know,
Kenny.
we haven't seen him in a while.
I call him Dabs K.
So you like, who called you up to do a show all the way up there? Like, it seems like it would be easier for them to get a local comedian to fill that, or is it just like they prefer you because they know what you bring to the
I mean,
show?
like the more and more I do it, like social media presence help. Like if somebody hits you up, you're not gonna say like, "Hey, give me $1,500," but hey, for one show, yeah, I come up there for $500 or $300. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because it's the chitlin circuit. So like your best thing to do is to go as cheap as possible. You know, they pay for the room. You probably got to pay for the flight and sell as much merch as you can.
Did you sell a lot of merch?
I took 25 shirts in a book bag. I came back with like 7 of them.
There you go.
So I mean that
Hustling.
wasn't bad.
So the Spirit, you flew up there and back for $81.
$51.
What?
That's crazy.
I thought it
Who
was
wouldn't-
way expensive. Like
who wouldn't do that?
$26 a piece to get to Philly.
A ticket to Philly. How was the flight?
It was horrible.
yeah.
I mean, but it wasn't that bad. It
Hold
wasn't
on.
that bad
Throw
for
the value-
$51. You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm saying.
mean?
Throw the
Give the
value on it.
$51
If you
flight.
throw the value on it, if you know what you're getting into.
The only thing that was wrong with the flight was that the seats don't let you go all the way back.
No.
So you just pretty much sit like this here
Oh, yeah,
for 2 hours. You
Yeah.
know?
It's
That's
like-
in a
it's-
plastic
it's-
seat.
but if you get drunk enough, you just fall asleep anyway.
But it's not much anyway, right? Like I hate when people are all like, "Oh, recline your chair." I'm like, it's like
Yeah, I
an
don't
inch and
care
a
about all
half.
that.
It does nothing to me.
For $51, you like that's a company is flying you to Philadelphia and back. Like, that's insane.
I thought I was gonna have to ride with the bags. You know what I mean? Like underneath. I was like, this
Right.
got to be a bag.
You know what?
Ride.
I would like to
Nothing's-
ride with the bags. If they let me do whatever I want,
You gonna ride with the
if I
bag?
can just kind of walk around free.
I wouldn't mind
I am
it.
dead serious. If you say, "Look,"
I'd rather be with the bags than the people.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
the
If they
people-
say, "Look,
people are
you
weird.
can wear whatever you want. You can be back here. There is a bathroom here, but then then I'm just laying on top of some suitcases as I fly." Like I
Might
would
be
enjoy that
comfortable.
more.
But we live like right now. I'll go to Publix,
Might be more comfortable.
and then I'll walk around. And Crystal's like, "Oh, we need some Eggos for breakfast. Of like some eggs. Oh, can you get me Tommy's prescription?" And then I'm like, "Oh, about a 12-pack of White Claw."
Yeah,
for that."
yeah.
And there's like
Yeah.
$87, and I'm like, "All right, God damn,
Yeah, you're right.
$87."
Listen,
Yeah.
I got there and back for 51.
That's crazy.
So I was 26 and 25,
Well, I mean,
52.
you can ask
That's
Sam. You can't. There's some bottles of whiskey that like a medium bottle of whiskey would be $51.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
A good whiskey.
$51.
But I mean, even if you go to Walmart, I mean, just everything's so expensive
It
right
is.
now. Like, so $51, it
Except
blows
being
my
a
goddamn
BDM,
mind.
Being a BDM is a value.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
throw that. I gotta
Yeah.
get better about it, right?
Oh.
I gotta get better about telling you guys.
Should have made it more.
We
You
should
were
have.
right.
We should have.
Like,
Some of the
That
baseball hat.
$195 is fucking our asses,
a month?
man.
Like, what is even?
$195, and I'm giving you hours of bullshit. I'm
$2?
killing myself. Literally killing myself.
What,
I can't
$2?
walk. I
It's
can't
less
walk.
than $2.
What? It's $195 to get a.
That's
That's
the
how y'all
lowest
dropped
tier,
it down
yeah.
to there?
Talking about it.
Yeah.
Damn.
It started off at $295,
Yeah.
but then we have this.
That wasn't good enough. Johnny generosity over here. I said,
Well,
shave off a fucking dollar.
A lot of people went to $10.95, and then the
That's
mean
true. We
went
need
up
some
a little bit.
$11.95.
But
We're gonna have Ross McCoy on Monday for the BDM
Nice.
show.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
So Jolly, what else has been going on with you? Like, I know you're
Filming a special, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, what is that
Did I
about?
see
Well,
that?
no, it's a thing. If y'all know about or like the local Orlando comics like
Yeah.
James Young. You ever heard of Afrotainment?
Yeah.
James Young
John's-
is on that show.
Yeah, of course.
Afrotainment.
It's
We've had him on a bunch of times. Yeah.
yeah, it's funny not famous. That's the you know what they do, and they did it last season.
Ken Miller's been on that.
Yeah,
right?
Ken Miller did it.
Yeah.
He did a 30-minute special, but they do a lot of 10-minute slots. But then they just emailed me and say they're not gonna film it till like December. But I'm like, whatever, it don't really matter.
Yeah.
Whenever
It's
is
still
whenever.
just
cool to
work on
do
the
it.
material.
Where's James work out of? Where's his studio?
Over there off iDrive. You know where that Chili's is on the cheap side of iDrive? You know what I'm talking about, baby.
There's a
Don't
cheap
do that
side?
to me.
Hold on.
You
I'm
don't do
not
that to me,
joking.
baby.
Jolly,
when you cross Sand Lake,
I do not know
Yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
side
Can
you're
you
referencing.
educate us? Can you educate us on the cheap side of my driveway?
the side
I
that
thought
like,
that all of it.
well, when you get to like say if you coming from Kirkman
Oh.
and you go all the way up, you passing Wet and Wild. Everything
Wet n Wild's
that
been
you
gone for
it's been
10
gone for
years.
20
well, I mean, I'm just saying what side. You know what I'm
the
You're
saying.
talking about
man.
Volcano Bay, right?
I know, yeah.
Well,
Or
okay.
the ghosts of Wet and Wild.
If you on that side, once you get to Sand Lake, that's when you get to
The
a better
fancier
life.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
all right.
everything back
Yeah, you're
there
like
is a
Cafe
piece of
22
shit.
Tango.
Right on.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, James. The cool thing about him, he's carved out a nice little niche for himself, and he's got like, and they
But
do
he's a
everything.
good dude too, though.
Oh, he's great, and everything they do it up right. You know, like
Yeah.
when you look at like his recordings and you look what he's putting out,
They
it's
got
like,
real writers for him.
Yeah,
'cause you
it's
know
all
that-
top tier.
Yeah, it's top tier.
Yeah.
It's like a real. I mean, it's not like it is.
it is
a real
it is.
show.
It's just also like I don't know like what where's it syndicated to? Because here's the thing: is like I guess I could get it from the website, but I'm such a dumb old man that when I go to get into bed to watch TV, I'm at the TV. I'm like going to my cable box like a dumb old man.
yeah.
Like I guess I should go to a browser and load up Afrotainment and see because I'd watch. I know Savannah's been on there a couple of
Yeah.
times. Ross Padgett's been on there. I know you're gonna be on there. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, yeah. Now it's like you put it on the internet, and that's your distribution for everything.
well,
yeah.
well. I mean, like to be honest, what I really want to do, like I work at the Improv now. I kind of conned Kristen.
Oh
to
yeah,
let me
you were
get a
just
job.
opening for DL Hughley, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I like work there like as a door guy. And you know, I used to work in restaurants, so I'd be running food and helping out and
That's
shit.
good.
And I'm gonna get a night there though.
Well, you've always
that
been
DL
the type of
Hughley,
guy.
how'd you get that spot?
I was talking to Krista probably about 10 o'clock in the morning when D-Ray was here.
Yeah.
I was trying to con her in to let me get a guest spot.
yeah.
And then she was just like,
She was just here, by the way. Or like,
Yeah.
yeah, she told me
Yeah.
she was coming up
Affion,
here. And she was like, well, just come by and work the door or whatever. And I guess she probably thought I was like, I'm going to say, nah, fuck that. So I went down there. I had my all black on, and she was like, Jolly, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, motherfucker, I came to work.
Came to work. Yeah.
So I just been there ever since. So that's another, I do that.
Oh my
A
God!
couple
You
other hustles.
are Black Steven Spielberg.
I'm a goddamn
No,
hustler.
that's
Well,
what he
that-
did. He had that. He found that little trailer on the lot, and he just started working out of it. And the rest is history.
a lot of
That's
people.
all you can do, any chance.
I need to replay this for my sons over and over, and anybody.
Again, this is gonna come down to them living with Jolly. This has been our dream.
Well, it's just that's the
You-
way.
Would you father a deaf boy?
Yes.
That's the way you get successful is do what Jolly's doing. Like if you take an opportunity and you go there and fucking
you
do
just
it.
go and do it.
And if someone lets you put your foot in the door, then you never stop working to make that door open wider for
Yeah.
yourself. And like Jolly, a lot of people wouldn't go down and do that. I'm like, I'm the type of person too that I'm like, well, maybe she didn't mean I was
I'm
gonna be
already around
awkward.
comedians. I'm with comedians.
Yeah. But-
They gonna pay me to do this now.
Yeah.
And then you're there, and then you're around the business, and then you get an opportunity, and that's how opportunities are made.
The good thing about it is like I be having a lot of gigs on the road. Like I gotta go to Birmingham soon. I think I gotta go to Atlanta in November. And all of these are paid gigs. Like I ain't out here like on no goddamn charity. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like just having those opportunities and like when you get in front of people when it comes to stand up, people will say, oh, that motherfucker funny. You know what I mean? So you gotta get in front of the
Yeah.
people. And that's the hustle that a lot of people won't do because I don't get it. Like I'm not gonna do nothing that I don't believe in, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I got a lot of comedian friends that be like, oh man, you know, and it's like, why would you do this because it's already anxiety.
What
and
do
this
they
shit
do
is
when they're-
another level, you know?
What do you say
Yeah.
that when you've got comedian friends and they say like they're like, well, they don't want to do that stuff, or
Well, they just don't believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you've
It
always
takes balls
had,
to go out and just show up at the Improv and just start working, and they'd be
Yeah.
like, "I'm here to work,"
That's
and then never
basically
go.
what
And then
happened.
have the balls to get up in front of DL Hughley. I would, you know what I
Well,
mean?
and then-
DL's also a very
People will be.
intimidating.
That's what I was gonna say. People
how
will be
was he?
intimidated.
Well, the way that happened was like I was working the door, right? So Crystal was like, "Hey, take this bottle of Reposado back there to the room," and I was like, "All right."
Yeah,
so
he
I
ain't
went back
fucking
there.
around. He wants a good shit.
Yeah, he a real nice guy.
Is
I
he?
took it back there.
I've always wanted to meet that guy. He's one
Real
of the
nice.
one of the comedians I have yet to meet.
The experience was good because I gave him the bottle and then
I want to see his tattoos because he's tatted
he got
up,
a lot
right?
of them.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
from LA. I just found that
Oh,
out. last
he's
weekend.
head to toe. He's like,
Well,
like
2 weekends ago.
Yeah, like you look at his arms and even his hands. I want to see his hands.
And he
I know
like
that sounds weird, but
1,000 years old too. So it's like 1,000-year-old black man with a bunch of tattoos.
but young. But like
he ain't- he
he's
don't
old.
look old.
But
He
what
don't
I
look
mean by it
old.
is like he is older, but like he's
How
also
old is he?
He's
kept.
like 60, 59, 60.
Yeah, I think he's like 60,
59,
but he's kept
yeah.
himself
Yeah, 59,
young.
60.
I think I'm like that. Like a lot
You
of people.
won't let yourself get old, yeah.
I don't want to, but I
Age is a
let
I
people.
saw you with that walker. you didn't look like
How
young.
good did I
It
look?
looked,
It looked
age
natural, right?
appropriate.
It did.
You just on injury reserve.
Honestly, I was like, you should use this.
Yeah, I wanted to use it. You didn't let me steal it. You gave it back to the dumb old lady, who's probably
He-
still listening.
He could have looked her right in the eyes and say, "We don't got no goddamn walker."
So
Because
I'll
she
never
didn't
do
say
that.
it.
He'll never just sell me on the heartbeat. Because he'll be like, he's in there. He stole it. Him.
So when you brought it back to DL, what did he say?
He told his manager, he was like, "Hey man, get a man a couple dollars or whatever." So I said, "All right, whatever." I wasn't even expecting to make no money. I just took the bottle back with the glasses. And then I said, "Hey man, good set," because it was after the first set on Friday.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey man, good set, Mr. Hughley. I'm a comic too." And he was like, "You for real?" He was like, "You doing a set Sunday?" I was like, "What?" That's like the second time stupid shit like that happened.
That's
like
not
with-
stupid.
Like Thomas, like
It's the exact
Theo
opposite.
Von.
It's the exact opposite of what happened
He
to
uses
Ross.
stupid in a different context.
Well,
What happened to Ross?
Well, Ross had like every time.
Well,
it
Ross
seemed-
asked for it though. He didn't. He was
That's
just
true.
offering a
Maybe that's
compliment.
the-
yeah.
well,
Maybe
Dave
that's-
Coulier is the DL Hughley of white guys. It's like, you know,
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
But no, I mean, he was just-
I agree with it though.
I talked to him like after the show, like I had a good set, you know, and then I guess his people told him, and then I went back there and I was like, "Hey man, thank you for the opportunity."
Yeah.
And I'm the
So
type.
you did the follow up.
Yeah, and
I'm a
then
big
he was
fan of the
like-
follow up. A thank you card goes a long
Oh
way.
yeah.
But the crazy part was he said he was like, "Hey, I heard you did okay," and I said, "Yeah, man, thank you, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be back here talking to me." And I was like, "Damn, that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
no.
real. He ain't no dick. Like people wear they fucking panties in a bunch so much, so you can't be back to just be regular motherfuckers and say what you want to, because
Yeah,
you worry
yeah.
about who you gonna offend." I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck if you get offended.
Well,
I don't try to offend,
Yeah.
but sometimes
Yeah.
Well,
I
he's telling
get
you the
offended.
truth, and
Yeah.
sometimes the truth is hard to hear, and it comes off like a dick. But it's like, yeah, the truth is, if you like, if you didn't even do a good job, I would never see you
Yeah,
again.
why would I be talking
Like,
to you right now? You're in the green room.
Well, it's like people got pissed at Aaron Rodgers for saying publicly that his receivers weren't playing well, and if they don't play well, they're not going to play. And people are like, "Oh, well, you're such a dickhead." And it's like, well, he's telling the truth. He's like, "That's
Yeah,
this is a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
business and a cutthroat billion-dollar business, and the comedy world is cutthroat
Same
too."
way.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like you,
But
if
it's
you're
real.
not good.
It's
Yeah.
real though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you got some comics that come and go to open mics every single day. They never get booked on a regular show. They go to the open mics because they can. And I'm not telling you to give up on your dream, but if you fucking suck and you've been sucking for fucking 4 years in a row, and you getting the sympathy laughs, like you shouldn't have an opinion. You should be able to tell that man, "Hey,
You might want to
need
look into something
become
else.
become
Yeah.
a comedy show producer, produce
Right,
the
right.
shows."
You're not the
I
talent.
know a
yeah.
lot of people did that.
You know what the problem is? Like everybody's like a lot of people start bad with everything, right? It's like you're not as good as you were at the beginning. That's how it works. Like
Yeah.
you get better.
Got to put the work in.
Some people though don't get better, but the message still like keep trying. You could possibly get better because
Yeah.
other people do, and like everybody starts off
We
bad.
never talk about the ending of Keep Trying.
Those
yeah,
are like
but-
goddamn participation awards, though. Like,
Well, but there should be a limit of the amount of time. Like if you're not good in 3 years, then you're probably never going to be.
well,
right?
not true because, like, I wasn't around when he was at like 5 years, and I fuck with Akeem. a lot of people say Akeem was like, you could tell he was gonna be good, but then once he said, "I suck dick," that's when he became a monster. Like when he was still trying to like not accept the fact of his sexuality. But
Well,
when he came out, that's when he got real funny.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, he wasn't being honest with
And that's the
everybody.
thing about
Yeah.
comedy. People can smell the fear. They can tell when it's just
Well,
like
they can tell when you're not being
bullshit.
honest.
Yeah.
And you're not yourself. You know, we were just talking to Affion about that. Like, and I mentioned Will Smith just because everybody can understand who he is, but there's a lot of people where, like,
I could feel maybe a little bit of Affion wanting to dip his toe into the Will Smith thing before, because I think maybe he didn't agree with our perception of, like, he pulled the mask off and now we're seeing a true. I think he thought it was a little more complex to that.
Yeah,
and I can also see
it always is.
But
yeah.
I would also say I could also see, as a black guy, feeling like we have, like, king of the black guys getting attacked, how you might want to tread a little more careful when you analyze that, you know, if that makes sense.
I think everybody. I think that, like, you know, he come from the old school of people being able to say what they want to. Let's say the last 10 years, you gotta fucking watch what you say everywhere, you know. So I think that was something that he probably didn't want to get into, and the next thing you know, Will Smith called him and be like, "I'm gonna smack you next," or whatever. You know?
Oh, you think? Yeah, I can see what
Shit
you're
is crazy, man.
No, I don't think. I just think he maybe thinks like it's one of those things culturally where I can feel like it's got to be weird when you want to help young black people and young black. You know,
Yeah.
But then also you have like an icon, and then you're gonna get with everybody else in helping tear that person down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can
Like,
see
I'm
where
not
there
gonna
would
do
be
that, yeah.
like some trepidation.
still a
there where you're
brotherhood.
like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
So
like
it's
a brotherhood.
different from our perspective. We just look at him like he's the mega.
So,
guy.
Jolly, how many of your opportunities have come from you just asking for it, or like being not afraid to like just ask if you could do something? Like, because I feel like a lot of people don't do that, because I don't do it a lot, because
I don't do it.
I
don't ask for photos. I don't ask for autographs. I don't do anything.
Talk about
Yeah,
the
I didn't ask for no photos.
No, but I don't like if somebody were here that could help me and I really wanted to do it, I wouldn't be like, hey, let me. No, I wouldn't. I just.
Well, it's, you know,
I go hide in the bathroom.
Like Jolly just asking. I mean, shit. We're joking about Ross asking to open up for Dave Coulier, but he fucking asked. And
I always admired it. Now he got shot down, but I always admired the balls to do it.
Yeah, and then like one day someone's gonna say yes. Of course they are. It's like, you know, law of averages or whatever. It's the, you know, it's the whole concept.
Shoot your shot.
You got to shoot. Yeah,
I
it's
guess
hard.
it's the way you look at it, though, because like me, I wouldn't have asked him for it, because me opening up for you is not gonna really, unless you're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna look at you, see if I'm gonna take you on the road. It doesn't make or break me opening up for you. I highly appreciate the opportunity, because I got to open up for an original king of comedy.
Yeah.
And I could put that on my bio.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
huge.
But financially, it doesn't really make a difference to
No,
me.
but
That's
you
a
told,
realistic way of looking at it.
you didn't.
what I mean?
You
I
didn't go in
appreciate
there like this is what I'd go in there meekly and be like, here's your bottle of liquor deal. Thank you very much. Like, and then the guy wanted to pay me. I'm like, no need. I'm a big fan. And then I leave. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be it.
And then he'd be
Jolly,
like, hey,
you-
come back here. And you'd be like, no need.
When you told him you were
I'm a monster.
when you told him you were a comedian, that led to him saying, all right, open for me tomorrow.
Would you have done that though? Would you
No,
have said,
because
I'm
I would have
also
been
a
like,
comedian?
I would have felt like I shouldn't say that, because now I'm putting myself on somehow the same level of
Yeah.
DL.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I got so little confidence, and it's amazing
like,
because I have a
maybe
lot of
he'll
confidence,
think-
but so little.
Or maybe he'll think I'm asking for a spot. And
Yes.
that's the last thing I want to feel is
I'm
like
a-
I was like, hey, Mr. Hughley, can
I'm
I help?
afraid of awkwardness. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to even tell him I'm a comedian. But if I didn't, then I never get the shot that
Yeah.
Jolly got.
I like to make everything as awkward as I can on that type of situation, because I want him to say like, hey, you got a shirt, get up there next, and I'm gonna fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put myself in that position because I like the fire. I like that pressure.
Because the pressure brings.
I didn't really
your-
think he would do that, but I wasn't gonna belittle myself when I speak to you, because you're a man the same way I am.
The chat room
You
is
know what I'm saying?
says Tom has imposter syndrome. That's
What is
from
that?
Abraham Dragon Friend. You know what? I hear that term kicked around a lot, and I would like to. Well, look that
What
up,
does that
Sam.
mean?
I want to dig into that.
I have it for sure.
What is
Imposter?
imposter syndrome?
It's basically where you feel like you're in a position where you you feel like everyone around you has it together, but you don't. Kind of.
Oh, shit,
Trying to
that's
break
me.
it down. Like
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, but that's
not
true.
even necessarily fake it till you make it.
Hey, but I am.
poser,
That's called
ain't
reality
they called a
syndrome.
poser?
Because everybody doesn't get their shit together. Jolly doesn't.
Yeah, I
You
know I don't.
Okay,
I ain't
This
so-
guy
shit.
does it for sure.
A psychological occurrence.
My shit is definitely not together.
A psychological.
Nobody I know. I work for $1 billion corporation,
Nah,
and I
there's
look
some
around.
people that feel like they're really good at what they do.
But that's the minority. I feel like. I feel like I'm
like that too.
I'm in
Maybe
a
just
world.
our
That's because
circles.
it's us.
Yeah, you're right.
This is a psychological occurrence in which an individual doubts their skills, talents, or accomplishments and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud.
I think.
Oh, that's me 100%.
Yeah, that's me 100%.
But
too.
everybody has that.
How though? You
Everybody
not
does
confident
not
in
have that,
yourself?
Tom.
Andrea,
No.
Andrea.
Everyone's
God.
not like you.
But we did was talking about anxiety. I get it. I feel what you're saying.
Call
like,
in
I
if
have
you're
so
not
much.
like this. I'm gonna poke holes through that shit. You tell me you have it together. You know it.
I mean,
damn,
no one's
wow.
got. Everybody's a bullshitter.
Tom's mad as fuck, boy.
damn.
It's true. Like
I love Mad
Who's got
Tom.
it together?
Nothing makes me happier than when this motherfucker's like, call in, I'll blow holes
Although-
for you, motherfucker.
I will shoot your goddamn dick off. Put your goddamn dick on the table, Roger.
Where's my flag? Where's my snake flag? Although Affion Crockett seems to have it together. He confident
does.
as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Nah,
that motherfucker is confident and he
But
will do
calm.
anything.
He's been doing it
That's
for
the
years.
thing about
Hey, he's
comedy.
48 years old. He's older than me.
Yeah, he's good. But
We
everybody
scared as
else-
shit every time though when you're a comedian. I try to trick my brain and the whole time I'm like, ooh, this is gonna get crazy. And as soon as I go up there, when I get that laugh, that's when I get comfortable. But other than that, I'm scared as fuck until I go up there.
That's
Yeah.
honest.
Well, that's
Yeah.
everybody. Like
I think
that-
everybody's
human.
like that.
Like,
yeah, everybody feels like
a
that.
super confident person that knows exactly the shit that he's saying and is like, I feel like that's the rarity. That's the outlier. We're all in fucking imposter syndrome. We're trying to get through life
100%.
Yeah.
doubting our own abilities and like
You
that's why
think
it's,
Tom Brady has imposter syndrome?
well, he probably did at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then maybe I bet when he does his Fox broadcasting
I bet he
career
does for
next,
that, yeah.
he's gonna be scared and probably doubting himself because he doesn't.
Yeah,
That's
because
well,
it's not success in the area that he's
when he's on the field,
That's a
I
good
bet he's pretty
example.
fucking confident, and he calls the shots. He knows what he's gonna do. But getting into broadcasting, I bet he's gonna feel like that a lot.
Tony
and then he's
Romo
gonna,
good at it though.
Yeah, well, but it took him
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
you know?
He's
It ain't
all-
nothing you could do tomorrow.
He also, and I may get chewed up about this, but I believe if you look at the two guys, Tony Romo, he was born with more natural charisma than
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Brady, and he's
Tony
just a more
Romo's-
likable guy.
Tony
Oh, yeah.
Romo's gonna be better than
Tom
Tom
Brady's
Brady
a robot.
at broadcasting.
The only
But
thing
Tom Brady's a
saving
robot.
those stupid fucking Subway commercials is Tony Romo. Those new
Yeah,
Subway
yeah, yeah.
commercials.
He on some new ones?
Yeah, they actually there's one, and it's not even a funny joke, but it does make me laugh how Gronk's post football career is just him being dumb. Like on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Subway commercials, he's
Well,
like, "Hey, well," and
he
then
leans into it.
Yeah, he does lean into it. But
I like that, though.
Every single time, it makes me laugh when Tony Romo looks at old big fat Charles Barkley, and he's like, "Thank you, Gronk, for absolutely nothing." Like, that makes me laugh every time. That shit makes me laugh because
Yeah.
I'm like, he's calling him a fucking idiot.
But let's talk about imposter syndrome because I just feel like that is everybody.
Yeah,
for
it's
the most
everybody.
part.
It can be.
And then someone can get really confident and do their job really well and know exactly what they're talking about. But then when they move up or doing a different job, they're going to be nervous, apprehensive, doubt their
you
skills, and you get really good at it. I'm confident me and you could do a podcast together, and it'd be funny if you just turned on the mics and us.
Yeah,
started
but I'll be
talking.
real with the listeners. This isn't where I want it to be. Not because I love it. Don't get me wrong, and
Yeah.
I look at it and I love it. But
What did you
I'm
wanna
just,
be?
I'll just be real. I'm disappointed that the baseball hats aren't selling them more. I wanted more people at the beach party. I want to have more views on our YouTube channel.
You
Like I
always
still
want
have
more.
things I want. I still have things that I want to accomplish, and I
Let's
don't
drive.
and
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know where the benchmarks are anymore because this what we're doing has changed even so significantly since 2012 when we rolled it out officially when I disconnected myself from iHeart
Yeah.
or from Clear Channel. I never worked for iHeart, but when we disconnected,
It's
and
about to
started-
be 10 years,
Yeah.
our anniversary of starting a company.
But it's
T&D
crazy.
Media.
It's completely different.
dope, though.
I would like to grow the video aspect of this because I think podcasts are not just the audio format, even though I think that's where
The video is good. I like the audio though.
I do too.
I'm an
I do
audio
too.
man.
I'm just, I don't know. I'm a little confused. I don't know the right direction to go in, and I don't know if that's imposter syndrome. But I'm a little confused right now as I sit of where to go with shit, and my back's out. It makes me a pissy old man.
Well, I think this is like this with everybody, where people maybe on the outside they're like, "Oh, Tom and Dan, successful podcast. They're doing good. They know what they're doing." But like internally,
feel
we're
like
just-
I know what I'm
We're
doing.
going through like, do this, do this. So like, I think
Seeing
we
where
know.
it go, yeah.
We've tried to.
We're just like anybody else listening to
do
this
the
shit.
right thing and stuff, but we make mistakes, and so internally we all joke around about how that we don't know what the fuck we're doing, but externally you're like, oh, these guys know what they're doing. But I think that's with everybody. Like even the it's fucking Tom Brady. He went through some shit with his wife, or like there's this whole thing where he retired, unretired, all this drama.
I thought that was all fake. I thought that was
I don't
all
even know.
the Bucks releasing little stories to try and make people feel like that they're weaker. That's what I thought it was.
No.
Oh, you just hate the Bucks. Oh, I get it. You're a
No,
Bucks
I
fan.
don't. Not this season. I can't hate the Bucks. I know if they're playing the Falcons, I'm supposed to hate them, but I can't. They're too close, right up the road. I can't hate them.
Who knows exactly every single moment what the fuck they're doing?
No.
Like I don't think
Nobody.
anybody. There's improv. Like
No, I will say that I do
Warren
feel
Buffett.
like if there's anybody that gets close in my world, it is my wife, and that's infuriating. It does.
starting
make
a
me
new job
angry.
was probably made her like, oh, this is.
It did, but she does things that I wouldn't do. Starting the new job, like she had like a spreadsheet of like, okay, so I'm starting a new job. What am I doing? I'm learning a whole new language and a whole new way to work. So I'm going to dedicate myself for 30 minutes every single night to study new terminology in what I'm doing.
okay,
so
yeah,
she
okay.
would say, I'm not joking,
Way more
guys.
than
I'm not
that.
fucking joking. While I would lay over there playing Madden or wanting a blowjob, my wife would have a series. Not joking. If she's still in there, she will back this up. She would have a series of, and I'm not trying to say she's better than anybody or better than me. She's not.
Yeah.
But this is just how she works, right?
Yeah.
She would have a spreadsheet of all the terminology in this new field that she's in. It's in the tech field, in the medical tech, and it's not where she's come from. She comes from a radio and TV background, and she's going through and she's teaching herself the terminology. So she'll read new words, and then she'll learn the definition of them, and she will practice that, and she will factor in the time, and an alarm on her watch will go off, letting her know, oh, it's time for me to do my terms, and then she'll get at all of her stuff, and she'll sit there and do her fucking terms.
Time for terms.
Time for terms.
I
That's
freak
what you're gonna work
out.
it.
That's too much for me.
Yeah,
It's
you
too
know,
much for me
listen,
too. I'm not
I
that
just start
person.
burning
That's-
out.
Me and
Right,
Jolly.
yeah, I
have to
want to
take a
smoke
nap.
weed. I want to
Yeah.
play Madden. I want to get my dick
Oh, dude,
wet.
you're
I want to
doing-
fucking cook
For
a
real.
good meal.
But you're doing too
Like,
much.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
this
terms. Fucking terms.
This company is just, like all their employees, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like every company, you just skate by, you get paid. You just do it just as well as you can to.
But I like
to
when you
get
say
paid and not get in trouble.
like when you say a company like Walmart, Publix, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I think once your name says something as a company, that shit just on autopilot. Like
Now,
I got
you can't ever be on autopilot.
No.
You can't.
You
ever-
can't?
You'll
We
die.
can't. We
You'll
can't.
die. You'll start
Public- I
crashing.
think
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Autopilot
You're right.
will start going down. Like it's not gonna maintain the same trajectory straight. Like you go on autopilot, you immediately start descending, and then you're gonna fucking land or crash on the floor or whatever.
Because you got to reinvent yourself. I feel what you're saying.
No, you just got to keep grinding, and you got to keep working hard if you ever have a chance of it. Of long-term success,
I
or
just
you
try to be purposeful. Like when I get here, I'm just like, I got to get some purposeful stuff done. I got to do something, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you get confused.
Well,
about,
okay,
like,
my
are we
bad.
going the right direction?
My bad. I get what you're saying because see, y'all are in the entertainment business, right? You know what I'm saying? So you can't. Y'all are the entertainers. Y'all the presidents. Y'all the everything. So y'all are everything. But when I say like on autopilot, like just I ain't even trying to plug it, but it's a place called Dexter's Birdland on Church Street. I got a all arts like a showcase I'm gonna be doing.
Okay.
And the way I plan on marketing it is let Facebook, let Instagram, drop $50 a week in it, and just let it go. That's what I mean by autopilot.
Okay.
Like,
Building.
but to build it first.
No, 100%. Building certain procedures for promotion. You have to build those into you if you're promoting yourself or your company or whatever it is.
God damn, this Birdland looks great.
There's got to be.
Oh, you on there?
I'm on the website.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now he got some good bird now.
Why you been? Where they got birds?
It's chicken.
Good chicken place. It's good chicken place.
Oh, it looks delicious.
They got like a full liquor bar. He
Wait,
trying to do some stuff.
you're holding out on me. This is a fried chicken joint?
Yeah. You want to go? go.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
When you
want
want
to
to
favorite
go?
food.
You want to go? When you want to go?
I don't know. I mean, let's,
When you be
let's all
free,
go. We'll go eat fried chicken with Jolly.
I'm dead serious.
It's interesting that they
I'm so
marketed it as
serious.
bird because usually they don't say, okay,
That's
come
more
eat
of a
these
southern
birds.
thing. Yard bird.
Yard bird.
Yeah,
Never
that's a
heard of
southern.
that.
That's a southern
Really?
thing. My grandma called them yard birds.
They yard birds?
Yeah.
Yard bird, a chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never heard
That
of
was a
that.
Virginia
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, all my relatives are like all southern foods that people hear are like, oh, these are. I'm like, that's just food.
Do they
It's
dance
not
like
southern
this?
Food. My grandparents, no, not quite that. No, not quite. They didn't.
No,
what
no
is-
banjos.
No Virginia reel. No, clogging? No, we weren't cloggers. Anybody? Do we know any people?
That's like Pennsylvania, right?
Do you think we have any
Cloggers.
listeners that are cloggers?
I'm sure, yeah. There's got to be one.
That's
I
like
know
Amish
Izzy's
people,
a
right?
clogger.
So you can be a
Toilet
clogger without
clogger.
being Amish? I thought you had to be Amish to be a clogger. Don't they clog?
No,
They do clog, but you can clog.
Clogging
not
is
the,
a white person thing.
Yeah, like they be killing that shit. That shit dope.
Yeah.
I'm finna watch some of them
You know
YouTube videos.
I,
when I leave.
well, yeah, I see the TikTok video of the guy that looks like Kenny Powers doing
He
that shit.
kills it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy legs. I'm like, look at him go! Dude, that motherfucker
Okay, hold on.
TikTok famous. He goes to goddamn concerts
look
and
at
then
my-
clogs his ass out there.
Yeah.
And people are like, here, there he is!
Yeah, the goddamn
Clogging
clogger.
Kenny Powers.
Look at my camera.
He's
because
that little doughy.
I'm gonna do the best part of clogging. The best part of clogging is I'm gonna do this is a new impression of where we
All
are.
right.
It's called just the from the waist up clogger.
Yeah. His
'Cause
upper body
nothing
is
happening
filled.
up top. Nothing is happening, but
But you get
everything
crazy
below
legs.
is literally going fucking bananas.
And it's so fluid.
But up top, it's
Going
just-
crazy.
and it's going,
Yeah.
and they're just gently moving. But down below,
yeah. Anyway, all right, let's take a break.
Yes, sir.
When we come back,
That's beautiful.
we got a bunch of shit to talk to Jolly about. And again, is it MoComedyJam.com?
No.
oh, and I'm the one having a drink.
Y'all ever been to Tuffy's though?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
sponsored.
I
of
want to
ours.
go there so bad.
Why don't
Where
you
you're
go?
going?
No, I'm going on the 29th, but I want to
Okay.
go before that.
Yeah, I, was
I
gonna say,
love food.
I got a band. I got a friends that I grew up with. A band. They're
It's
called
an
the A
awesome
Team.
bar. Yeah.
A band that I grew up with. They're called the A Team. The reason they're called the A Team is because they cover some of the greatest 80s and 90s and
Nice.
music you would like. They're kind of like
Yeah.
themed after the show A Team. And I grew up with these guys. They're amazing musicians, and they're going to be at Tuffy's. And it's like one of their
Hell
warm-up gigs they're going back to DeLand. They always play like DeLand High School homecoming.
Yeah.
They're like the house band for that. So I'm going to go out to Tuffy's and check them out because it's such a
When?
good room.
Soon?
Yeah.
The same night?
It's
Not the
probably
same
on their
night, right?
website. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's the end of... I want to say it's sometime in October they're going to be in there. But if you want to come
Yeah,
with me...
hell yeah. I'll pull up
October
on you.
20th.
Yeah, come hang out. October 20th.
God damn, you
Yeah.
swift on that
Oh,
thing.
she's
ain't
good.
you?
yeah.
She's good.
And they also got food at Tuffy's.
Yeah.
They make their own cider. They got a bottle shop.
There's
and
a
then
hidden...
the music box. Is,
Hidden tiki bar.
You know, I've still never been there.
What's a hidden tiki bar?
I'm not telling you
It's
about
like a
it. You
speakeasy?
got to go and
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it.
It's a speakeasy tiki bar?
Well, it's a
Kinda,
little tiki
yeah.
bar. It's called Suffering Bastard, and you got to find
Hell
it.
yeah.
You got to find it.
Again, that's Tuffy's in Sanford. All right, let's take a break.
Indeed. Yeah, the name of the artist is Gamblers. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Show at tomanddan.com for emails. We'll be right back. Yeah, that is Cigar. The name of the song is The Legacy of the Seven Piles. Like this pile. We give you a steaming pile every Friday. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time.
Let's do some dump them out.
All right, let me dump them out on deck.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I wanna see your topics. Ooh, I wanna also see your bottomics.
Dump 'em Out brought to you by thedangerbrain.com. That's our branding agency. They've been with us since the beginning. And if you are a small business, a medium business, a big business.
What if you're like a big chungus of a business?
Yeah. You can use the Danger Brains, and they will not only get your branding on point if that's what you need.
You might just need a branding refresh. Like maybe some of the parts of your brand are okay, and Sebastian will look at it and be like, you know what, I like this, but we're just going to change this, and it's going to like work a lot more cohesively.
Or if you need new logos or a brand new business start, talk to thedangerbrain.com.
Yep, they can help you out.
So because it's going to take time to make the sandwiches, we have deviled ham right here.
Yeah. Do you want me to start making them?
When did we start?
I don't know. Why do we even do
We
this?
brought it up for some reason either last week or the week before.
I wanted Sam to try it,
and I said I had never had it. And then we also brought up, I think it was like last Friday, wasn't it? Because we also brought up head cheese.
No,
we didn't get the head cheese.
Hog head cheese?
Yeah. I've never had. I
know you know about hog head.
Yeah, you like. Yeah, well, I don't eat it, but you like it.
Well, I mean, I will eat it.
It's the gelatin from the brains,
Yeah,
right?
it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's jelly brains.
But I eat it because I used to be forced to eat it.
Well,
forced.
It's a.
You want me to have a choice
I mean,
back in the 80s.
did you have all the
90s.
traditional black treats like hog's head cheese, pickled pig's feet?
Yeah, hell yeah, you got damn right. Not chillins. I mean, I've had it, but chillins
pickled
are
pig's
disgusting.
feet.
Pickled pig feet is a fun snack.
Gizzards.
See, my
see
mom
a little
also
black boy
thought-
walk around with
my
a pig.
mom loved pickle. My mom would eat pickled pig's feet and 5-star wine.
The problem,
Like that was her jam. Like she
Yeah.
would watch Matlock or Murder She Wrote.
You got gelatin on your face. 'cause
Yeah,
they got
oh,
it
Gelatin.
My mom would have a
You just
greasy ass chicken.
skipping down the road
chicken
with a
head.
pig.
My
foot
mom
in
was
your
not a
hand.
chicken head. I was not saying that. It sounded like I said that. I did not say that. My mom is not a chicken head.
the problem with
Maybe
pickled,
she was. I don't know.
pickled pig's feet is it looks and tastes disgusting.
Well, Ross Bottom one
so
time.
explain to me
You
what.
had it? You had it?
Yeah,
well,
Ross Bottom. I couldn't get past the smell. They're pungent,
We're trying
man.
to. We're gonna eat it on the show, and we couldn't even hold it up to our face because it stunk
Too
so
pungent.
bad.
Oh,
And
yeah, it
I think
ain't.
I gnawed on it.
How do
It's
you get
disgusting.
into it? You just go for it.
I think my old man's stomach now won't allow me to, but when
Yeah.
I was a kid, I was pretty
So you
much...
don't eat that stuff anymore.
Nah, hell no.
No. When's the last time you think you had a pickled
A
pig?
pickled pig feet had to be 1992 or 3.
Okay.
When I was a child.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I probably, maybe when I was in high school, maybe 2000. I mean, like
Yeah.
99, 2000.
You never had chitlins. I haven't had chitlins.
I've had
either.
them, but I don't like them. I've had them, like, I'll eat them now if they cook right.
Yeah, everything's
Because one of them
look,
stink real bad. If it ain't clean right,
Right.
that shit stinks.
Yeah.
Why you? I get back there
know.
like it stinks. It tastes like shit. It smells bad.
but
So
some
it's like,
people
all right,
Tastes
what-
delicious.
Yeah.
But some people know how to cook them where they taste good. It sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm kind of with Tom though. I think Tom's point. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think your point is if it has even the chance of smelling bad, why are we eating it? Like if prepared one way, it's great,
Yeah.
but or not great. If prepared one way, it's
Yeah.
good, but the other way, it's literally like eating shit. Why are we taking the
Yeah,
chance? Let's just get a
you have
couple of
to cook it-
McDoubles.
You have to cook it in the summer after midnight.
exactly.
And then when the moon is the right way, then it'll taste good. It was like, just don't even eat it.
Yeah, like see even the chat room saying it's not crazy. If cooked well, it's good. If cooked well,
They talking about chitlins?
like should you need the idiot-proof foods,
Well, you know,
right?
Yeah.
no one says that about fried chicken. Like, it's
Well,
just,
it's some
it's
bad
just,
raw chicken, but I
Yeah.
still eat it though. You know?
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
rarely is that no one's like eating fried chicken.
I've had
and then
dry
they-
chicken.
like,
I've
this
had
shit is
overly
tasteless
greasy
chicken.
chicken,
Yeah.
overly salty, under-salted.
never-
White people under-season their shit.
But chitlins
Some
are like
white
smell like
ladies can
doo-doo.
some can,
Seasoned.
some can.
Like,
Because you don't want it too salty.
well, in the South, I think that's the
But
thing.
it
Is
tastes
that
like doo-doo. Like, so I'm saying, if there's a chance of it tasting like doo-doo, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, at any chance. Like,
Well,
like
what's the chances of this deviled ham tasting like doo?
It's not. It's not.
Okay,
Now-
so
It ain't
Now, here,
doo-doo,
I'm
is
going to
it?
describe. I'm going to walk you through the flavors we're going to experience today.
So it's more than one flavor.
Well, first
in
let's-
the
let me-
layers.
Let me
of
walk you through. When you
deviled
open
ham?
that can, it's going to smell a little bit like cat food.
Okay.
So we're eating
and
cat
it's gonna
food.
look, it's gonna smell
I
and
love
look
y'all.
exactly
Cat
like
food.
cat food.
Yeah,
But
and you're going to
We're
start.
not gonna call it cat
And you're
food.
going to
We
start
never ate cat
spraying
food.
out of your ass like a cat. You're going to start scenting. You're going to start scenting everywhere.
in fact,
you're going to piss and you're going to start kneading the carpet like a cat making a patch.
you can't tell the difference between this and cat food.
No.
It's like
It's the cat food
it's
challenge.
exactly the same. But me and Daniel used to eat this.
You want me to mix? I'm
no,
mix it
well,
up.
I was gonna have our guests do it, just because. So
You know what? I
Make
like
them
that.
work while
I
they're
like
here.
that.
Well,
I like
we
that.
gotta
I
do
like
the
that.
show. I can't have you mixing
yeah.
cat food. And I did the math.
ain't never
I was
had
like,
cat food.
our guests at one time were poor white trash. I'm sorry. and they know how to mix some deviled
mix some deviled ham.
Yeah, deviled ham.
So you're saying they seasoned professionals?
Yeah. So they can, put some Miracle Whip, some devil ham, mix it together, put it on the white bread.
I'm
That's
going
what
to
we
push the table to them now.
So while they're doing
On
that, because
wheels.
we're all gonna
There
eat
you
it.
go.
Yeah, I ain't scared.
Give it a shot.
Any way you want.
So let's talk about some other topics. What do we got next?
What about Affion Crockett on his phone?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we had, I had an old man thing. You had an old man thing. I think
I was privy to the knowledge. I could see what was going on.
Yeah,
so.
Sam could. Oh, I smell cat food.
Was he doing
oh,
this?
it looks-
He was doing
Oh
this?
yeah, like show it to.
Oh, you need a
Jolly.
fork. There's a fork. You got to scoop it out.
So
Yeah, you
Jolly,
have to
look
scoop.
at that.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty horrible.
It is congealed to the can.
It's a congealed.
Let's make sure that that's not expired.
No,
before
it's
I
fine.
eat
It
that.
never expires.
they don't-
You
yeah.
nuclear
You won't die,
holocaust.
though. You might have, like-
You're gonna want that when
Explosive diarrhea, I
If,
think.
look, if either Sleepy Joe or Trump fire off the bombs, you're gonna want
One
that.
of them motherfuckers gonna fall asleep at the desk.
Yeah,
and it's
one of
gonna
them
be
Now hold the
over.
hell on. Why does it say 1926?
That's when they started making it.
It says July 15th, 26.
Oh,
Okay.
2026.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had to remember what year this was.
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
they
that's
may
how
have
So we
good-
passed July.
That's how good it is.
All right,
It's
all
like
right.
literally 2026. We won't even be here then.
God damn.
They canned it during the Great Depression.
Oh my God! The
Still good.
whole, it smells like shit in here now.
yeah.
It does
It's
fucking
pungent.
stink.
You didn't give
You know-
enough time. You guys.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's fine.
I
remem-
gotta eat that? Oh.
It stank. I don't smell it.
Instantly,
Yeah,
I
you-
want to be barefoot,
Yeah,
running
me
through
too.
the streets of Miami.
That's bad. That's bad.
That's cat food,
fine.
motherfucker. I know
That's-
cat
That's
food.
poor
Well-
white trash Florida cat food.
Once you put the Miracle Whip in there, that'll activate it. You gotta put the
Activate
activate.
what?
It's like JB Weld.
Yeah, it's just you know what this guy knows. It's just like JB Weld for your mouth.
Hey, that is goddamn cat food, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, I mean it's got
don't
the
mind. I
same.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You know,
you scoop it out.
Um,
And scooping out that deviled ham. Thanks to our guests. By the way, if you use any of our sponsors,
you
and
too can come
you
in
can
and scoop
come
out
in
cat
and-
food.
You can come in and mix us up a sandwich, a meat sandwich.
We gotta
They-
eat
they
this.
bought a
hey,
Subaru, right?
Hey, we gotta eat this shit at the same time.
Okay, that's
'Cause this
enough,
is like
that's
a bad
enough.
joke.
All right,
man.
yeah,
What
don't
the
put
fuck
too
is
much.
this?
Yeah, you. If it's too
Yeah.
much,
I ain't eating it till everybody
kind of-
eat it at the same time.
if you guys ruin my fucking devil ham, I'll be
Oh,
mad
no,
as
it's
fuck.
good. It's
ruin
good.
your devil.
So you are supposed to mix it?
You
with-
still
Yeah,
Yeah, you mix it with the mayonnaise.
Okay.
You still eat it?
That's what makes.
God, it's
You need a little more. It's a little dry.
Hey, look at the way Dan looking at
No,
it,
no,
though,
no,
man.
no,
He
no.
ready. He
Is that
started
good?
salivating.
No. I think it's a good consistency.
Okay,
Yeah.
make
You
sure
just
you-
gotta mix it good.
It looks
there.
like vomit.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
No,
wait
that's
till you
cat
get it on
food.
the
That
a
is
bread.
lot of
cat
things
food.
look like vomit.
All right, so back
chili.
to Affion
Yeah.
while they're mixing.
Sorry. Yes, Affion. So when I'm glad that comedians are starting to come back in again.
Yeah.
It's cool. The interviews are always better. And by the way, that interview will be out. If you're listening to this on podcast, it's out now. So Affion Crockett's going to be at the Improv. He comes in, and while we're doing the interview, I noticed that he's looking at his phone, and I thought he was just like maybe like finishing a text or
It
like
looked
waiting
like
for something.
okay. From my standpoint, he kept touching things and commenting. It looked like he was playing a video game, and I was getting mad.
Or texting. No.
Oh, like he wasn't paying attention.
Right.
To
What? He was just
not,
on his
not
phone.
mad at him, just kind of like irritated, in like that feeling of just like, oh God, how do I fix this? How do I fix this? I'm not doing
Yeah.
a good enough job because he's not paying attention.
Yeah, and
But he was.
And so
Yeah.
our feeling.
And he was doing the interview perfectly.
Yeah.
And I will tell you,
because
yeah,
he's a
old.
fucking pro.
Yeah,
Yeah, he old.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
it didn't affect like you never notice
Oh, they're
on the
asking.
audio of it.
They're asking if they should make us a sandwich.
Yeah. Just make it, but do a half for
I was gonna say
everybody.
just do one and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fold,
Just fold it over,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
God damn it.
So when he's looking at his phone,
Such a
but,
bad decision. I should
I
have never
know.
signed up for
and you can see this on Twitch. Like when Daniel puts out the videos, he also
Right.
puts it out on YouTube too. So
looks great.
he's looking at his phone basically, and we're doing the interview, and he keeps looking at distracted by it, and I'm thinking,
Well,
like,
we're thinking
we're doing it-
distracted by it. He's actually performing perfectly.
He never even paused for a question.
No.
He was right on time.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was
He was
doing.
paying attention.
That's
he
how-
multitasks.
Exactly, and he was, but the whole time I'm like, we're not keeping
His interest. Yeah,
we
yeah.
are doing such a bad job that we are like, he's done with it. He just wants to get the fuck out of here.
Fucking stinks
Like,
in here.
like,
stinks so bad.
Damn, it smells like
It's hard
shit.
to concentrate.
and so the whole time I'm thinking he wants to get the fuck out of here. He's done
Right,
with the
right.
shit. We're dumb. We're asking dumb questions. That's what I'm thinking.
I was wondering why you kind of wrapped it up a little earlier than normal.
Well, I was thinking he wants to
Yeah.
get the fuck out because look at his phone.
It did feel like he was performing well and answering well, but I was like, is he? There was another. Okay, I went through this one. Tell me if you went through this one. I went through a series of ideas where I'm like, well, maybe he's dealing with something, and maybe he's having to talk to this person. You know, like it's a family,
It's an
like
emergency or
something with
something.
his family or something, or his girlfriend. Maybe he just started dating a girl.
Yeah.
And she's a little more high maintenance or something.
Something
and
happened?
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
probably
like,
had
so
to
I'm
cash
trying to-
app her or something.
I'm trying to also be respectful of that too, right? I'm like, oh man, maybe we're
Right.
we're just being respectful.
Yeah, exactly. And
I didn't say a word about it.
so-
I thought about
He
it.
didn't either. Yeah,
I
he didn't
thought
bring
about-
it
I
up. You
thought
guys
about
didn't bring it up.
I thought about doing this one, and this.
I would have been so embarrassed.
And, well, I was going to do it like this. Tell me if you would, Tom, would have been embarrassed. You're playing the part of Affion Crockett, not because you're also black.
Yeah.
but it helps.
Yeah, but it does
He's
help.
Affion crackhead.
But he like,
He said he sold crack earlier.
I never saw what?
God
I'm
damn.
way too drunk at this point.
That-
This is getting bad.
She called you Affion Crackhead.
That just blew.
You said you sold crack in Philly. I'm just. Are we having
was-
fun or not? I gotta smell this goddamn cat food.
I didn't put any panties on. I'm good. I'm all right.
Hold on, my truck flag started waving by themselves.
Proud to be.
No, so I thought about doing this. Tell me if the three of you would have been like uncomfortable if I'd have been like, hey, what are you looking at there? You all right? Is everything?
Oh yeah, that would have let me know to get the fuck off my phone.
Well, that's okay. That's a
what I
passive
was gonna do.
aggressive.
Yeah.
But I think them California motherfuckers weird. Like that's
No.
disrespectful. You on
No,
the
he-
phone while
no.
I'm here.
No, he
wasn't.
was.
We were wrong.
He was live broadcasting the interview
On his Instagram, yeah.
Instagram.
So he was helping us out.
helping us
Yeah.
because here's what
He's got all
And
of
you
our-
almost called him a dick
Yeah,
sound.
He got all
because
of
it
our
didn't affect the
logos.
interview once. It was a
No.
great interview.
Yeah.
And by the
Anyone
way-
that wasn't watching visually, you would never know
No.
if you just listened to the audio.
No, you're not. You're not. You're gonna
I
listen to
feel
it. You'll
you.
never know.
Also, what made
True
because
that.
I was thinking we were doing a horrible job, and then at the end of the interview, he's like, "Hey, last time I talked to you guys on Zoom, he's like, I do this a lot, and you guys are good." And
He,
you,
like,
Oh,
poured
yeah,
his
he go
heart out
live
to
a
us.
lot. He go live a lot.
Where he's like, out of all these interviews I do, you guys were one of my favorites to talk to. You guys are natural.
Yeah.
He was giving us a compliment.
He said we are excellent at what we do.
I was more weirded out, so I was like, "What? Does he like us, or is he bored and wants to get the fuck out of it?" Because you
Right.
look at his phone, and it was just because he was trying to broadcast the interview on his. And that's when I was like, "Oh, we're real dumb old men," because he's multitasking, broadcasting the interview on his social while he's doing ours. He's just too good.
You better
I
than
didn't
me.
understand he's too good.
Better than me. I would have walked right up to him and said, "What you looking at, you little bitch?" And I would slap the shit out of him.
Violence?
Yeah, right there.
Why
Don't you know you on fucking Tom and Dad right now, you son of a bitch? Get off your goddamn phone, man.
The whiskey made its way up to his brain.
He 100% for sure could beat me up.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Daniel at the same time. I was like,
he's
no
in good
problem.
shape.
Oh
He's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Knocked me out good, and then Daniel would just sit there.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd be like, well, this is awkward.
This is weird.
all right, so you made some of this.
Are we going
Pass
in?
around the plate.
All right, hand,
We
you
gotta
can
eat
you
that
can
at
just
the
hand me
same
one. Just hand me
time.
one.
Okay.
Oh, get
Just
your,
pass the plate around.
get your
So
thumb
Sean
out of
doesn't
mine. He
have to
put
walk
his
around.
thumb in mine.
Oh,
All right, everybody got one.
This is exactly how I used to eat it as a kid, by the
Yeah.
way. This-
Oh man, I don't know.
look at this.
Food, I used to have a goddamn cat.
Yeah.
This is such a bad decision.
no, it's
All
a
right,
ham.
you gotta bite
What
this
is it?
side.
Oh.
Is
You
it?
gotta bite that side
Oh
that's got the.
man,
It's a ham
What? You
spread.
gotta-
It's a spread.
It's a ham spread. So basically, get the.
Is this
the
real
unused
ham
can,
or
the
is this-
unused can? All right, thank
Let's
you,
read
sir.
what's in
I'd like to
it.
thank
So
our
good.
listeners for doing this. Oh, you already went in.
This brings me back to the streets of Miami,
The streets of man. All right.
running around, dirty feet.
Okay.
I'd eat this
That's not
after
bad.
a long day of running.
That ain't bad.
All sodium right there. Oh my God, there's a lot of
It's
sodium.
better than spam.
Yeah.
Better than spam.
This is
No one ever talks about double
Underwood deviled ham.
ham. It's better than
I got
spam.
too much in my mouth that time.
Yeah, it's a little
You
too
don't like
creamy.
it?
It's a little
No.
creamy. Little creamy. It's a little creamy.
yeah, I'm not gonna finish this. Though.
No,
it's-
I don't think anybody. I'm not gonna finish.
I would
mine.
eat the whole thing. I
Yeah,
was
you might
hungry.
out trash me today.
Yeah, this is good.
You might out trash me today. You know what this feels like? You know what I feel like I'm eating? I feel like I'm eating a hot dog squeezins sandwich.
yeah, it's
It's like
That's
hot dog
good.
squeezing.
No, it's good.
Nope.
I'm gonna put mine down. I think
That's cat food.
They're delicious. It made me realize I need to buy more of this and eat it
here.
at home.
I'm gonna give you my can
Thank
of
you.
ham.
I'm gonna put this in my.
Yeah,
I will
you
eat
know
those.
what? You should.
I like
You
it.
should open that and eat it with a fork on the way home while you're driving.
I want to eat the whole thing.
You gonna get one to Tommy them?
Well,
I used to love that when I was a
Their
young
blood
boy.
pressure be through the roof.
I believe, yeah, it's like 500 milligrams a bite. I feel like I have outgrown that.
Really?
Yeah.
It brings me back to like
it really?
childhood.
It's not bad.
Nostalgia.
It's not bad, but it's certainly not good. It's not good.
You gotta.
My throat is burning acid reflux.
Yeah, it's a lot of salt.
Like an instant
But
acid
you gotta be
reflux.
prepared for it though.
There's like cayenne pepper in there.
Yeah, a lot of salt in there.
Well, you gotta mask the cat food.
Thank you
can't
to
just-
our listeners for making us a sandwich.
Yeah,
It says
season
hot
them.
sauce, peppers, turmeric, mustard, and cayenne pepper.
Yeah. That's what gives it the.
But it's just ham.
Spice.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
it's
What
just,
kind of ham? What grade ham?
Oh,
that's
bad.
gotta be
It says-
Z or
It's
something.
it's
Ground
ears.
up ham.
Z grade ham. man.
It's ears and hooves. Like
It's whatever the pig walked in. It's just like they just cleaned his hooves and put that in there.
So I was getting calls all morning, right? And basically I was in a rush over here because Crystal had to work, and then I had to watch Tommy because the damn ears thing. He couldn't go to school today.
he's sick.
So, but I know Affion was getting here at 10 a.m. So I'm rushing out of here. And I'm rushing to get over here, and then I keep getting calls, and I'm like thinking there's you guys calling me, but I got
When have we ever called you? We called you today only because
I actually did call him today.
Yeah, but today's
I'm
like,
gonna throw up.
Today's like the only way.
I can't get the taste out of my mouth.
Yeah, you can't. It's there forever.
So I got
we would normally not call you. We
Yeah.
would text first, and then the only reason she called is because they called us and said, "Hey, we're running really early."
Yeah. So I get the calls I was getting was from Lone Depot, Christmas, Florida. and I was like, there couldn't be a funnier joke scam call. Like, I could not think of anything funnier.
Did they ask for your social security number?
No, well, I didn't even answer. I got the number here. I was going to try to call him.
Kept
Yeah,
going.
call them.
And
Let's call him now.
Yeah, give me the
Sam,
number. I'll
Sam,
dial it.
oh yeah. It's
I'll dial it.
all right.
Here,
So
hold on.
this is Lone
Hey.
Depot.
All right, give me the number.
Underneath Lone Depot.
407. It's on your
Christmas,
paper.
Florida.
407.
537
This gonna be beautiful.
4598.
What could it be?
Are you
Well,
gonna
I know
talk
what it
to
is
him?
because I just looked it up.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask him like you've been calling Tom Van over and over
Thank
this
you for
morning.
calling Loan Depot. Please wait while we connect your call to an agent. Please press pound to opt out of receiving further calls.
I wonder how many
that's what you
Home
should've
Depot
done.
calls do they get?
Dude, well, also like
Please note, this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance.
Yeah, please know that your call may be
Yeah.
monitored.
You better bet.
I'm
yours
monitoring
is.
your call.
Thank you for calling Loan Depot. My name is Eric. How may I help you?
Hey, Eric, what's up?
How's it going?
It's yeah, it's going all right, man. You're on our radio show.
so I was getting a bunch of calls from Lone Depot. Are you guys actually located in Christmas, Florida?
No, we're not.
There's a weird location for my phone to say you're located at, right? Or is it just random?
No, that's our headquarters. We are all 50 states. So
Where are you at right now? This is a goddamn scam, ain't it?
No, it's Lone
Jolly.
Depot.
He's at Lone Depot. He's a
Oh,
nice
this is
man.
you?
This is Eric. He's a nice
Loan
man.
Depot Mortgage Company.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
Lone Depot.
scam as well.
Oh, it might
Work
be
from
real.
home as
Oh,
well.
that's the real one. It is a real one.
So
It's a really good scam as well.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with Christmas, Florida, but it's a bad place to have a business be represented, especially in the loan department.
You sound like a black man. You shouldn't be in Christmas either, man. That or
So,
Buffalo.
are you guys looking to go over options from the radio?
Yeah,
show?
we don't want to waste your time. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Eric.
Not at all. Not at all. Thank you so much. You
All
have
right.
a great day, guys.
Okay.
I like how we
All
scam called that
business.
guy.
That's a
It's
goddamn
like y'all are
scam.
just wasting my time.
I was
scammed
expecting.
But you called me a goddamn scam?
I was That surprised me. I was expecting Indian call center. Really. I was
That's the
surprised.
most nicest and most reputable person we've ever
Right.
talked to. He was really nice too. He's like, "Oh well, so can I still help you out?" And we're like, "No, we
Do
can't."
y'all
He's
want
like,
options for your company?
Then I
or-
wish you a wonderful day. Please don't waste my
Like,
time.
I'm just trying to make some money.
I'm just Lone Depot Eric.
Hold on, what's that?
That guy was awesome.
Those are the best people, though.
I
The
would've-
Indian people.
I would have bet a large amount of money that was a scam.
It was definitely a scam, but he believes it.
No, Lone
no,
Depot's legit because they have a baseball park. They have a big ass baseball
I think it's
park.
legitimate mortgage company.
Yeah, they got an A+ rating on the Better
yeah, I
Business.
thought
Bureau.
it was a
You
goddamn
guys
scam.
missed Jolly saying, I loved what you say. He's like, you know what? Indian people are great.
Yeah, Indian people. Anytime they call me, always they'll say hello. They call.
Uh-oh.
That's what I
And
wanted.
then when they say,
Why don't you go back to
that?
that? When Jolly's mentioning races, I get
Move
away.
forward,
fast.
Make a deviled ham sandwich. Make another sandwich.
Yeah.
I always tell them, I say, can I get somebody that speak English? They be like, oh, you honky dirty motherfucker, I'm speaking the English.
No, they call you a honky dirty motherfucker?
Yeah.
Do you tell them you're black?
Nope.
Oh.
I just keep rolling
that's-
with it. I
that's
let
the
them call
scam.
me all kind of shit.
So-
That's the scam.
No hunky dory, not.
Oh, I thought you was called
hunky
it.
dory. Like that's
What-
racist. The other word.
What's wrestling birthday parties?
Oh, Dan wants to have a wrestling
Oh,
birthday
yeah.
party next year.
Yeah, Sam told me we're going to
One of our go-to shows may or may not be a wrestling school that also provides wrestling birthday parties.
Yeah, and I asked the question. I said, if I had a wrestling themed birthday party, if you and Sam would dress up, and Sam excitedly screamed, "Absolutely!"
Yeah, my husband already has a D-Generation X hockey jersey.
I love it. I love it. Then he can be the road dog.
But
Jesse
y'all gotta
James.
wear. Y'all gotta wear like the onesies though.
I want him to be ass man.
I'm gonna wear
With the draws?
man.
You gonna wear the draws?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear tiny
Hell
drawers
yeah.
and the boots, and then I want all of you guys and the listeners to join me for my wrestling themed birthday party.
You might want to put the thing on underneath it because you got old man nuts. And if you wear just the draws, them shit might pop out.
Okay, that's true. I do. I also have a condition known as varicose veins.
What's that?
My legs are covered in varicose veins.
It's veins that they look like snakes are under your skin.
They like purple and shit.
Yeah. My
That's
whole
gross.
my legs look
Jolly
like a
is-
million Medusas. It's disgusting. It's wild.
Is it like pale as hell
Yeah,
too?
imagine the upside down in Stranger Things, but my legs.
Damn.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
all
like
purple
the
vibes.
trailer park in Stranger Things.
Yeah, it does look like that. I don't know what that means because I bailed on the show.
So, I will not dress up for adult birthday parties.
Why?
He won't dress up for anything.
Yeah,
You
or
don't think
kid,
that'd
I
be
forgot to say,
fun?
or kid birthday parties. No birthday parties. I won't dress up for your party, your
Do you
80s
think
theme party.
Do you think it might be like what they call it like what they call it when you come back from war?
PTSD?
Shell PTSD from like Drunky the Bear.
Nope. That has nothing to do
You
with that.
know what? That's a very sensitive and caring thing to ask.
No, I'm asking. 'Cause
It's like
I watched
trauma.
that video and I was like, damn, you used to some stupid shit.
David Jolly saying that to you.
I was like, this shit is scary as hell.
What was stupid?
No, it was good times. It was good times.
Okay.
But I was just like, damn, this is crazy.
Okay, crazy I'll accept.
Do you
Stupid
respect
shit.
it?
Not
Do
stupid.
you respect it?
Not, of course.
Yeah. Would you have done it?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 out of 10 things. I'm afraid of heights, first of all.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
There's just some things you're not into.
Well, not the stuff. I
Would
thought
you
were talking
stand
about
in a
the-
Speedo
Dressing
and
up.
sing a dumb song in front of a whole crowd of rednecks?
Absolutely.
Okay, he's done that.
But I'll make sure I prime my dick up with one of them dick pills.
did. He
so
put a
you can
sock in
see
there.
it. I'm like, right.
A pill wouldn't give it the result. I would look at a sock. I had to use a sock. Yeah. No matter.
Why you ain't take a dick pill?
Even
Still wouldn't work?
You know what? It
You know,
just it would be like, why did he put a stick in his
In his drawers.
Speedo?
You know, I wanted to do that today. It was
You know what I'm saying?
either
Like,
it was either deviled ham or Viagra, and you guys chose deviled ham. And
I would have chosen Viagra.
I wanted to do Viagra.
What
Everybody,
happened when a woman take Viagra?
we don't know. I thought Sam's
Find out.
titties will get huge, knock us out, break the fucking windows out. Whatever titties got so big, and we're like, it's like the animation. It's like the Japanese animation Akira. And we're like, yeah, their titties are getting big, and we're fighting them, and they're start killing us.
the reason why I won't dress up is because I have the feeling of, why are we all doing this? Is this fun for everybody? Like, do you
And
have
what
fun?
if we also
Like, you're dressed like Diamond Dallas
if we-
Page,
yeah.
and I'm like,
That
all
sounds
this,
fun.
all this work.
self high five?
Don't we all just want to get drunk and then,
That's
small
what make
talk
it even
and-
more fun.
Some of
and
us
then
don't
leave?
want to tell
What
the
if-
same stories while drinking beers.
Well, I was just saying,
Some
like-
of us want to try something new.
But it's dressed like Diamond Dallas Page. Like, how much more fun are you having than if you weren't dressed like this?
it depends on who's dressed
Probably
as the
not.
diamond
Probably
dog.
not.
Who's
Probably
dressed like
not
the
that movie.
diamond doll.
But it's like,
That's the chicks.
Yeah,
Them
that
two
was
chicks, the blonde
the
chicks.
diamond doll.
Yeah.
like Daniels has wrestling boots, and I'm just like, oh, come on.
You're dressed like I'm gonna be like mini
we're not
Macho
like-
Man.
We're not a bunch of children. We're like, you know,
yeah,
We are a bunch of children.
no, but like,
Yeah,
and all the
bunch of
ladies,
kids.
Sam's got her crazy outfit on. All the girls got their titties out. Like, well, not out, but you know, like everybody's looking their part. They're looking
Okay,
sexy
well,
and cool.
I like that
The
part of
music's
it.
playing. We do
But
an
I-
entrance competition where we play the music of your
No.
favorite wrestler, and you got to come out and walk the aisle.
no,
That's
no.
pretty fun.
Like, even Jolly
It's
said
awkward.
He was like reluctantly. he's
You
like,
just
"I'm
don't want to put that much thought into it. That's all that is.
No, that's because I'm not gonna walk out like Macho Man. It's like, what fun
not?
is that? Who's
Like,
having fun about that?
Oh, I'm a responsible adult. My name's Tom Lynn.
Thank you, Joe.
Are we laughing
Someone's
at
like
everybody?
that.
Like, I'll laugh at people that are doing it, but I don't want to participate.
might
I want to see
enjoy
you
it.
do it.
Like you just got to get shit rock drunk before you do
Well,
it.
Yeah, you gotta get shit rocked.
You got to be shit rock.
You know, well, then you know, it's like, all right, I'm shit faced drunk. Like, and now I'm dressed like Mark Marrow, like shooting a glitter cannon. And then it's like, I understand why it
It
sounds
was called
fun.
I believe that was called the Bang Blaster. I forget
What else we got here?
Yeah, I forget what he called it.
That's pretty funny. to me.
Let's see.
The Bad Blaster. It was a Bad Blast because
What's
he was trying to
Dan's
be bad.
website deal? I don't know.
Oh
what
yeah, I
that
gotta
is.
go get this off my desk. Hold on, I got a piece of paper.
You got a new
The
website?
old post office.
Jolly, are you gonna, besides the Mo Comedy Jam, is there any other place you're gonna be at? You can plug?
Oh, September 28th. I got a all arts. It's like Call of the Arts. It's a showcase where we're gonna have singers, poets, comics. It's a place called Dexter's Birdland. We're gonna do it every Wednesday.
Okay.
Like from 5 to 8 is a happy hour. Then from like 8 o'clock, we're gonna do I'm a host every week, and it's gonna be pretty cool. If you know anybody who like is a poet, or even like I want like a whole band up to that motherfucker.
What does a poet do? Just read poetry?
Well,
Does
you know,
she read
some-
it, or he or she read it from a paper,
What
or
they
is
call
it memorized?
spoken word, I guess. Yeah, it's memorized. My cousin's a poet.
And are they making it up, or they have it?
No, they have it written down already.
All right.
They
But
just read it.
If y'all ever not doing that on a Tuesday, it's a spot on Orange Avenue called Credo, and it's so crazy because it's usually an all arts mic, but they hate us comedians. They only let 5 of them go up, but it's a good spot. But like one person before you go up, I'll be talking about how she got raped as a child, and it's like, what the fuck? And then this guy come right behind it with a rape joke, and I'm like, this shit is so uncomfortable.
Wait a minute. So
what
this
you
is
have
an open
described
mic.
to
What
me-
you,
Well,
what you
That's what
described
the
was
spoken word and the poets
so
do.
it's
They
an open
they
mic
talk about that type
where
of stuff,
people
you know?
go and they share their trauma, and
Yeah.
they hate comedians, so they only allow 5 because apparently all the comedians show up. So they only allow 5, and then people get up there and bravely share their moments of trauma that have shaped their lives, and then afterwards you'll get up there and make a rape joke.
Like, hey, I was fucking a hooker last night.
You just described to me audio chitlins.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to go to this.
We have Doug on line 1 that wants to ask you a question.
Is it
Dan.
gambling, Doug?
I believe that it is.
Horse racing, Doug?
I think so. I could be wrong.
That's not him. Doug, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you doing, Dan?
Good, man. Thanks for calling. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to see if you received that drum skin I sent you. I told you that I caught and was
Oh,
gonna
you know
stick
what?
in it and-
You know what? That must be what's at our post office box that's too large for them to put in our box. We got a letter. Yeah, and they won't send it here, so I got to go up there and pick it up this weekend. But yeah, I think we did get it, man. Thank you so much.
What is it?
It's a drum head from a band, I guess.
No, it's a drum skin.
Well, that's a drum head.
Is it signed by someone?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're fine. I wasn't going to make a bigger deal out of it. Yeah,
Is it signed by someone, or what do we got here?
Oh, yes. Yes, it was signed by the Psychedelic Furs drummer. It was in the summer of 2004. Had the whole playlist set down, and it had a little cartoon character on it.
They say the psychedelic term.
My wife,
Psychedelic
being an
furs.
interior designer, wasn't going to have anything to do with it, with me hanging it up in the house. So
Yeah, I can see. Like
I know Dan likes music a
I
lot,
do.
and I thought of him.
Psychedelic Furs,
very
not,
nice of
not
them.
really my lane. I know who they are, and I know a lot of people will be into them. But yeah, I'll take it off your hands.
So, if anybody's listening out there, whatever your wife won't let you hang up,
Mail us your trash.
Just mail
yeah,
us your
I like this
discarded
idea.
garbage.
P.O.
that-
Box 1480 $1.95.
You don't want, and your wife is like, you're not hanging that shit up.
Yeah, you're not hanging up psychedelic turds. You
It's a
idiot.
psychedelic turd. What happened?
No.
Yeah, you're not hanging up
Tom, I gotta ask
psychedelic
you.
turds drum skin.
I thought he said a drum head.
Doug, who's winning the horse race this weekend?
There is no horse racing going on right now to the Breeders' Cup.
Oh, God.
But I want to ask you, are you going to get on a horse racing site, or are you just out? If
No,
you're
he's
out.
out.
You're out.
No,
He's a pussy-ass pussy,
No,
man.
no,
He
I
ain't gonna
got
do
a
it.
bunch of sports books, but they don't.
Yeah.
I have to check if they.
I gave you 3 sites
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
get on.
he
Get
gave
'em,
you 3
Doug.
sites, you pussy-ass pussy.
Is it you go? Is it offshore stuff?
Now, look, no. It's here based in the United States.
Well, you,
Look, the Breeders' Cup, when I called you last year, was when I first called you in, or called in. And it's November 4th and 5th. So, Tom, you got a month and a half to get on a site. And I'm going to call in for the Breeders' Cup.
Okay.
all right,
Fair
I'll
enough.
get my sites ready.
Just
and
be prepared. And I want to say congratulations, Jolly. You're doing well, man. And that's a tough road, man. And congratulations, man.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Wow, look at that.
Well,
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Doug.
Yeah, horse racing, Doug. Everybody.
All he bet on is horses.
Yeah, that's all he does.
He emails me all
He's
the time.
good at it, though.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Hold on, wait. So that's his
I don't
job?
know.
In
Well,
real
we don't
life?
know.
I don't know that to
Yeah.
be true.
We honestly don't know
We don't
anything
know
about
a lot
that.
about Doug.
I know about gambling, and horse racing is bullshit.
What if-
you can't be good at
What
it.
if we track him down and he in a popka in a trailer park
Possible.
cooking meth?
He's listening right now, though. Anything you say, you're going to make him mad.
It's impossible
I'm
to
just
find
joking.
that.
Horse racing.
You can't find
Thank
the
you
edge
for the
in the
compliment.
I go to the
racing.
P.O. box and I go to get our mail and I get what appears to be a bill and it comes in like one of those those envelopes that has the window. When you get the window
Yeah.
envelope, you know
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a bill, right? You're like, oh, window envelope,
Yeah.
it's a bill. So I get this and it's like date of notice and it goes through all the stuff and it says like, hey, you got to make your check payable here and it shows me like where to make the check payable to and to send this all out. And this is apparently the newest scam is that they just send these to companies making you think that it's a bill and then hoping that you'll put it in the accounts receivable to get paid. And it says how to make a payment and it only gives you how to make a payment. That's all it gives you. Nothing else.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, what the fuck is it? I'm like looking at it. I'm standing there in the post office like staring at this. I have all my glasses. I'm looking at double man and I go all the way through it and I'll hold this up for the camera to see. It's for a website domain name and it's for the website knockedupandnaked.com.
Yes. Well, Tom bought that.
Which did
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
I mean,
Bought
because
that
we
website?
owe 200 and we owe $290. We owe 200.
Can I see that? Yeah. His say marketing services at the
That's
top.
real
so they,
shit.
They crazy as hell.
It's a bizarre website to make up to send to us to try
knockedupandnaked.com.
You bought that website?
No, no.
Somebody
I wish
did,
you
and it
would've bought
reroutes
that
to our
website.
website. I swear to God. Somebody bought Knocked Up and Naked, and it reroutes to tomanddan.com. I swear to God.
Really?
Just put it in.
Well,
You know, we never
you know
bothered
what?
to check.
That's a
Somebody-
Butler. This is when he got fired.
Is this Butler the
Isn't
last
this about
play?
the time?
Is
Isn't
this
this about the
It's
time?
because you threw away the cutout.
Is this the last?
What's happening?
Is this Butler's last revenge?
I swear to God.
He got us good then. The old
So,
knocked up and naked.
Someone bought Knocked Up and Naked.
They did.
And then linked it to tomanddan.com.
Did you go to the website
I
to
did.
see what it looked like?
Well,
Yeah.
hold on a second. That's an expensive ass domain. If
It
they want
is.
$280 to get it again.
I think I paid like $130 for mine.
Nah, we paid nothing for Tom and Dan. I got Tom and Dan. Boom. That's all I got. Tom and
$7.99.
$7.99. That's
Can I ask you a question? Like when you
Please.
bought it, because I bought it through GoDaddy, and my homegirl Jenna, she'll BDM. She usually do it.
Oh,
for
I know
me,
who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
But I think I got to get a host now because they trying to like charge me a shitload.
I can help you with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
does someone
yeah.
steal
They'll
it
take
and they're trying to
advantage of
sell
you.
it
Yeah.
back?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know, like I own the name up until like next year sometime. But you know how I had GoDaddy hosted as well, so they trying to charge me to host it, like.
Well, you
$300-$400
need
ago.
hosting. I mean, like you can't just have a URL. I mean, owning a URL and not having it hosted, I mean, you have nothing.
Jolly, will you partner with me and own some type of business? 'Cause
Knocked
I
up
feel-
and naked. You guys are gonna own
Because
up
I
Knocked Up
feel
and
like me and you, we
Yes.
can do it.
Do you
Yes,
know any
I'm dead
pregnant
as
women?
serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know any pregnant women?
Yes.
Can you get them in here to finger their pussy?
Now you want to do that?
Knocked
Knocked
up
up and naked.
I can
put out an ad on Craigslist.
Why do you want to go so far away? I just go with what I know, and I know.
I mean, knocked up and naked is right here.
Yeah, it's right here.
You're right, it is right there. Well, what do we provide?
We provide pictures of knocked up women fingering their pussy.
But they must have hairy bushes.
They probably will. 'cause they're shaved.
All pregnant women have hairy bushes.
You know what? You saying that with a tumbler of whiskey in your hands, it's like almost like a real businessman. You're like, they must have hairy bushes.
Okay, so
where do we get the pregnant women that will be willing to do this?
Craigslist.
Oh, Craigslist. All right.
No.
Not Craig's. Craig.
Craig.
It is a
different one.
That's a different one.
Just Craig list.
Yes, correct.
Craigslist.
Okay.
No, Craigslist. Craigslist is white people. This is Craigslist.
So we could film in here.
Yes. Right there on that couch.
Yeah, on the couch.
Well, that one's probably easier to clean up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe we should ask the couple next door where y'all stole the walker from.
So how do we make money though? Because all the sites they're all free. So
Well, this isn't free. This
No, we're
is
gonna get sponsors.
Yeah.
Is this like
Call Mo.
Yeah, call Mo.
Mo might be down with it. You never know.
If you never
Instead
ask,
of Mo Comedy Jam, Mo's Ram Jam.
Mo's Ram Jam.
I'll call a business meeting. You have a sports coat, Jolly?
Yes, I just bought a blazer when I opened up a
All right,
DL.
I got one too. It's it looks like I'm a vacuum salesman.
Yeah, is it brown?
It's brown.
We brothers.
Yeah.
The black and white Tom Van.
Yeah.
oh my God, it's the Brown Brothers are here for knockedupandnaked.com.
Yeah, we both show up with big, billowy brown suits, big shoulder pads, and
What am I doing? Am I driver? I'll drive you guys.
you're out of here.
Oh, he's cutting you out.
No, hell no. We got to
This
get
is
him a
knocked up
job.
and naked. Oh no, about what? This is me and you. There's no margins for Daniel. And Sam, I know she won't be involved.
No.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So this is a side business.
Maybe we could put him in a little chauffeur hat.
I was gonna
Like,
say,
Or be a
I'll
chauffeur?
be a tiny chauffeur.
Oh yeah, with your Tesla. So you're
I'll drive you around.
Yeah. I like that it's driving itself. We're sitting on the back.
That's our chauffeur. He's dead. He just lays there.
Yeah. So we'll call Mo. We can't afford any of the fancy business lunches like goddamn Houston.
Or what is that called now? Hillstone?
Yeah.
Hillstone.
So we'll have to go to Bird Mite.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Chipotle.
Oh, Dexter's Birdland?
yeah.
Go to Birdland.
Yeah. We call
No,
it Birdland.
Chipotle.
Y'all should come to the
Chipotle.
Do y'all know any? I mean, like just
birds? I know.
Oh, he knows all the birds. This motherfucker's
I got one weird looking mutant
That's
bird.
why he got. That's
What,
why
at
he
the house at your house.
No.
Yeah, that's
my
why when you
mother-
called it Dexter's Bird Sanctuary, he was
Yeah.
like, "Hold on a second, I live next to Dexter's Bird Sanctuary."
I thought it was a bird store. That's
They
what it
fly,
sounds like.
they fly in your yard.
No. My mother-in-law has a bunch of birds.
Yeah, and he has to go over there and feed them.
Yeah. And one bird that plucked its feathers out.
Yeah,
and
it's got no feathers except for his head.
So it's just bald as shit.
Yeah.
except for
yeah.
his head. It looks
she
like somebody
rescues 'em.
glued a parrot head on a dead chicken's body.
Yeah.
It does look like that. That's a good.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
if I
that's-
showed you this, Jolly, you'd be horrified.
It looks like a Publix fried chicken, like before you grill the
Like
chicken.
he got
I gotta
skint.
show Jolly.
Yeah, like he got skint.
I gotta show Jolly this.
Oh, Jolly, he's gonna
It's the most
prepare
disgusting-
yourself for laughter because he's gonna blow Jolly's head off because there's nothing funnier than this bird dancing.
Yeah.
So this bird got a naked ass body with feathers on it.
Yeah.
That bird got alopecia, man.
No,
Ain't
no.
that the thing where you,
You
have
can't say it. Keep my
It's-
bird's name out of your fucking mouth.
Oh, that's right. You can't say nothing about that goddamn
That's
alopecia. I
Sorry.
fucking forgot.
Sorry,
man.
I got it.
It's
can't talk about
shit.
it. You can't talk about
I
it.
forgot about
It's
that.
I can't talk about ladies getting bald.
When my mother-in-law rescues birds, and when you leave, like she rescued this one.
Don't explain. Just show him the picture.
Yeah,
Hey, you're scrolling
Well,
quite a bit
because
over
my
there.
wife, you know how much my wife texts me? My God, it's how many texts can I get?
And it all says "I love you" too.
You gotta
It's so
start
cute.
deleting some of those so your emails will come through.
Oh yeah. How do I go to pictures here?
Oh, pop. Oh,
Is it-
pop.
Jesus Christ. You know what? Let's move on.
Yeah. All right. Give me something else. While he's looking
Drunk
for the-
OG show.
Oh yeah, I want to do a old school drunk OG show, like where we come in to. We'll do it on the end of one day, where we come in and try to do the show because we really don't do it that way. But I want to try and do it the way we used to do it. When Friday afternoon we get done with the morning show, we'd eat our lunch and everything, and then wander over to my house. I want to try and do an old school drunk OG show.
All right. I mean, we could do it. For me though, it's hard
It
because
is.
I'm like
I
when we're
know.
drunk.
I know.
it feels
We're
like
not on our best.
Like
We're
you drunk?
it feels like we're drunk. And then I'm like, the show's horrible. It's just us slurring drunk.
It's just an idea. Next
People
time.
know,
According
but
to the listeners,
people
they
want it.
like it.
No, they
we got a
say-
thumbs up over
A
here in
lot
the
of-
corner.
Like the
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Like even like me working at the Improv, a lot of BDMs come by and they be like, "Hey, I fucking love that Black Christmas." I'm like, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
Black
none of
Christmas.
nobody does. Nobody does.
It was
Not
blacked
even
out
so fucking
Christmas.
drunk. Even
Yeah.
if you listen to it, you probably don't remember it because you're probably drinking along, right?
Yeah.
Like
we were having a good time.
we
that
were
day.
having a good time.
I think people say they like it because it drives me crazy, and I'm like, oh god, the show's not, it's going off the rails, or it's like we're not on
I'm
topic.
not
or,
saying very often. I'm just saying like maybe
I
once
know.
a year we pull the Band-Aid off and get all the
Yeah.
booze in here and just start doing some of the
And
things.
just, like,
Because
yeah,
look, this is a
whip it,
business. This
some
is
whip it.
different. It is different.
Maybe
Like,
around the anniversary, right, of the
I
BDM shows
actually,
or something.
I was thinking more like in the holidays because
Listen,
things loosen up around here
Christmas?
towards Christmas.
November,
gonna do any
December was
whippets?
when we started the
Yeah.
BDMs, right?
As long as we get whippets.
I'll
You wanna do
No, I'm not doing
Yeah.
whippets.
Yeah.
I
man.
draw the
Do it
line
if
at
you're gonna do
whippets.
it.
They're
I'll do
real
it.
bad for you. That's the thing. I would actually, as your friend and caring about
You
you,
ever did whippets?
I would like many times. I would ask you to stop doing them. It'll decrease the amount of jokes you can write, guaranteed.
I've been doing mushrooms on
Hold
stage.
on.
That's
today.
fine, but
You
whippets
say-
are really bad for you.
Well,
dude.
you say that, but I'm looking at Steve-O do his podcast, and I call him Old Man Steve-O.
And he's very articulate.
And I'm
You're
mad.
right. You're right.
I'm mad.
You're
At,
right.
I'm mad that Old Man Steve-O has it more together than I do.
Is he
he's
not
got gray hair
he's
and glasses.
super attractive too, and like
But-
his
Yeah, he ain't a
skin's-
bad looking
Yeah,
guy.
he looks good.
That motherfucker did 2 million whippets, and he is fine. So it can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's
Man,
like, it can't be. He did so many whippets that he did like some fucking documentary where his entire apartment, of like 1,000 square foot, was so full of whippets that he was walking through them like balls at a McDonald's ball pit.
It's
like
the-
it was
Oh,
like
he was hooked on whippets?
Oh,
yeah.
He
It's
was
Ain't
the
that
most-
Miracle Whip? That's what a whippet
no,
is, right?
he was doing the little cartridges, like little silver
No,
cartridges
that's
or whatever.
Miracle
Oh,
Whip
that.
right there. No, it's you're inhaling it.
I know what you're talking about. Like it come in a like in the
Like
the
a-
air
You were thinking of
guns,
Ready.
they got
Yeah, it's got an air gun that
guns,
fills
yeah.
up a balloon. He was fucking doing it. He
Well,
did 2 million.
You
and
can do
look at
them.
him.
That's
He-
where they got their name from.
It's
Ready
get-
Whip.
But that's why I don't believe a lot of this shit. I'm like, well, he did more whippets than I'll ever do in 10 lifetimes, and he's still able
Yeah,
to
but
talk
different
and do
for
a
everybody,
podcast.
You know, like we
I
all
know.
like Izzy. You know, like his blood test come back better than Seth. He told Seth that at the beach party. Seth almost cried. That's true. What else do
all
we
right.
have on here?
Receptionist best practices.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unless you want to get out of here.
No,
But,
no,
I mean,
fine.
just quickly on this one, what would you guys do? Because I didn't dumb old man this one. I didn't write a letter. I didn't complain. I didn't say anything. But I will tell you that I've been going through a lot of appointments for this stupid back I got going on. And I went to my next, I'm doing physical therapy with a new physical therapist, like a whole new animal. And I went there, and as soon as I walked in, there was a very cute girl sitting there, and she's like, just kind of sitting there, and she's like talking. I'm like, oh, she's on the phone. So I just go over, and I do the sign in, time I got there, appointment time, insurance change, no, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I noticed that she's talking to the phone to somebody else, and I can see she has an earbud in. So then she turns to me, she's like, oh, good morning. And then like I go and I sit down, and I'm like, she's continuing to talk to somebody on the phone. I realized, like, midway through sitting down and watching her that she's just carrying on. And a lot of people do this. And if you do this, I think you're wrong for doing this. If you, and there is a stereotype behind this, and normally it's my brown friends that do this. But brown people, my brown friends, they like to put a Bluetooth in their ear and then talk to their family or friends all day at work. And you can't do that. You just got to stop doing that, man. You can't.
Old black men do that too.
Yeah, it is a cultural thing. Old white guys, I see redneck guys do it too. Like if you're Mr. Yellow Nextel, I don't know what they have now. I know that's an old reference, but if you're Mr. Old Construction Worker, you'll do the same thing over at Publix. You'll stand there and order your sub while you're on the phone. Don't do that. It's rude to be on the phone with other people while somebody who's in extreme back pain is checking in because it makes them feel feel like you don't give a fuck, and here's where it makes extra sensitive people like me feel like. It makes me feel like I walked in, and I already don't want to be here because I think physical therapy is bullshit, and I'm standing here, and you're proving to me that physical therapy is bullshit because you don't give a fuck about me standing there. You're more concerned about recanting your fucking morning and getting your coffee to your fucking boyfriend on the phone when you're supposed to be at work, not on the fucking phone. So I don't even want to be here, and you're not giving me any attention, so it makes me just want to turn around and fucking leave because physical therapy and you, receptionist lady, is bullshit.
Don't forget them whippets.
Yeah.
No, I feel you.
You know, but
It's bullshit.
No, that's dead.
It's not like, and I thought about this and I was like, what would Tom say? Tom would say, well, as long as she's getting her job done, it doesn't matter if she's on the phone.
What?
No,
That ain't
it does
customer
fucking matter.
service.
Get off the fucking phone, handle me, do your fucking job, and make me feel like you're going to help me because I'm getting really fucking scared about all these fucking tests and shit I'm having, and that doesn't help because it makes me feel like you don't fucking care. So you need to get out of the medical field. Go work someplace else, but not there.
no one cares. That's
They
the problem.
don't. No one, you're right.
And
They don't.
I go into everything that knowing I don't care. Well, why would they care? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's customer service now, though. It's kind of scary, to be honest with you. Like, that's where we at.
And then people are saying I should have said that to her. No, I talked to Andrea.
Oh, you
I've
blowed
talked to
up?
you.
You blowed
No, no, absolutely not. I
you
didn't
said
say
it professional?
I didn't say a word because I'm trying to do what I wouldn't do. Now, what you just heard, I wouldn't do that to anybody.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
one
yeah,
person
yeah.
in a
I'm about to
million.
say it ain't really
No,
sound
I'm too
like
respectful.
you.
I would never hurt somebody's
Yeah.
feelings like that. But that is how I felt. I am scared. I don't think I'm gonna like walk for too much longer. My back's fucked. I'm in a ton of fucking
What
pain.
did you do?
It's just wear and tear throughout the years and just sitting mostly. It's just what did I not
probably-
do?
you can't walk
You
from
probably need to
sitting.
get like an ass pillow right there. Like, you
You
gotta
should
like,
tell
but-
Jana that.
No, it's
I ain't trying to be funny.
I'm the
serious.
opposite of you.
it's more of a what didn't I do? Like I shouldn't have been sitting for. I shouldn't have gained as much weight as I did when we started this company. I shouldn't have been like a chubbier fucking little guy. It
still
rotted
working
my
out
back.
there?
From weight, Izzy can fuck with construction boots on.
Yeah, but he may not have my family history, man. Arthritis runs in my family. I fucked
and
myself
them-
up good.
Them joints.
Is it arthritis?
Yeah, it's arthritis in my back and in my hips. But it just
Well,
made
there's
me
medication for
it
that.
made me angry because she's a younger person and I don't want to be dumbled, man. I don't. What I want to do is take her aside and be like, you're lucky you got me because I'm going to tell you what's happening. At first I felt like I needed to say. Actually, at first I told Andrea, I'm just going to leave. And Andrea's
Leave.
Well, Andrea got really
Just
mad.
talking to her boyfriend.
Well, no, but Andrea's like, well, why would you? You guys are the same. Andrea's like, well, why would you leave? You haven't seen the physical therapist yet. And I said, this is setting the tone. And I know you don't believe in that, and Andrea doesn't even believe in that. But I said, this is setting the tone. She goes, what do you mean setting the tone? I go, look, man, this whole thing is already, it's not something I want to do. It's already something that I'm having trouble with. It's already something that I'm concerned about. And the first fucking person I see when I get there is a person that doesn't care. So why am I here? I'll just leave. I don't want to have to dig through all these different people to get to somebody who is going to try to help me. I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, and I didn't want to get the person fired. I certainly didn't want to get her into trouble, so I didn't say shit. I just kept it to myself, and I went through my therapist, my physical therapy, and I didn't call back to do my scheduling because I would have had to talk to that lady, and I was too mad about it, so I just said, fuck it. Maybe I'll never go back.
It's just the problem is when we're in this weird. I thought about this the other day. We are in this transitional period, I feel, where we still have humans doing jobs robots should do, and we're like, man, these humans are bad at this. And then, we'll like my sons, once they're like a grandpa, will look back and be like, man, they used to have humans do all these jobs. They were horrible at it. And I feel like that's where we're at right now. Where a bunch of humans are doing jobs that robots should do.
Checking in on an iPad would have been glorious. Yeah, you're right. I could have gone in, tapped a couple of buttons, put in the last four of my social.
I prefer that.
I'm old school. I want to talk to somebody.
If you don't
I mess
care,
something up.
if you don't care, I'm okay with the iPad. You know what I mean? Like if you honestly like, but also it also blows my mind that there are people, and a lot of people, they have to be on the phone with their significant other or at all times. There's some people that just.
Sounds like me. Well, because the wife calls you and she starts talking about the kids and what's going on.
When have you guys ever seen my husband call me?
Never. Yeah.
But he know better.
He's working, I'm working.
Sam, you're the only person I've ever seen smile like this. I am smiling. Be serious. Like you a great
He's
person,
calling you an
but
old
she be
bitch.
serious.
I heard
She
him.
be serious. Like he know better than to call. Like, hey,
I know what he's
hey,
doing.
honey, you know what the fuck
Yeah.
I'm doing right now, so I'll call you when I get done.
Jolly said, your husband
Mean
doesn't
old
call
bitch.
you because you're a mean old bitch.
That's what he said.
That's
yeah.
exactly what
and
he
I
said.
think,
did not
I think
say
he
that.
told me that I should smile more, right?
Yeah.
No, I
That's
didn't
what I
say you
heard.
smile a lot of times. I'm just saying you be about your business.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm professional.
Exactly.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Sam, where you doing semantics this weekend?
Yes, I'll be recording tomorrow afternoon with two of our favorites from the Twitch chat. Pig Tits Christine and
Yeah.
Tracy Claus will both be on Semantics tomorrow.
And word has it, it's going to be a really horny show.
Yeah. My husband was already asking about their favorite things at the beach party. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Pig tits.
Yeah. Pig tits. Pig tits.
I like how Jolly is confused and also believes everything we say.
He's very trusting. And tonight on Twitch, twitch.com/Semantics Media at 8 p.m., we will be trying out Disney's Dreamlight Valley. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to watch
I'm
us play
playing.
that.
I'm playing.
Please subscribe to our channel.
It is.
Oh, and I'm trying to get a bunch of BDMs to go out to see Jeff Howell tomorrow. He's going to be at Johnny's Other Side from 7:30 to 10:30. So if you guys want to come out and see
that's
Jeff
awesome.
Howell
That ain't
tomorrow
far from
night,
out.
He
Saturday.
learned one new song.
When is that Casamigos tequila deal at Johnny's? too?
Casamigos tequila tasting. It's a free event.
Hold on a
It's
second. That's my wife's
free
favorite.
event.
That's the only thing Andrea drinks.
Casamigos?
Yeah.
Monday, September 26th at 7 p.m., featuring a tequila class with Casamigos representative, raffles and giveaways. There's limited seats available. You have to RSVP at JOS, what is that? Joe's Casamigos.eventbrite.com.
It's a different version.
JOS
I'm
Casamigos.
Joe's Casamigos.
Yeah, I don't know why it says that, but
That's some bootleg shit. there.
You've heard of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're going to love Jerry's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
oh man, did you see everybody going to that last night in that
That's
fucking
like right by my house.
rainstorm?
Yeah, but it was
I stay right there.
like the rain is fine to me. It doesn't bother me. But the storm, I don't want to be out there when
well,
they're.
people had to like walk through like knee-deep water just to get to the stadium.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like once you're in your 40s, you're like, I'm not. This
Yeah.
sucks. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't stand to watch the Red Hot Chili Peppers with wet ass daddios on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
way because you're like
Squishing.
Yeah.
Hey, when
Something
is
about them
that?
swamp ass too.
When is
though,
that
you know?
Casamigos? Andrea's in the chat
Monday,
room.
September 26th.
Yeah, maybe we can make
I
that
put
happen.
the link in
Hey,
the Twitch
look,
chat.
any reason to get tequila in her body, if you know what I'm saying.
Get your
we'll be right back.
Get your tickets to Mo's Comedy Jam. Or go to mocomedyjam.com.
Yeah.
And
You're
Jolly's-
nervous today. Jolly makes you nervous, doesn't he?
No, it's just
I love Tom.
what I'm looking at is
Tell him you love him, Tom.
You can't see?
Mo DeWitt's Comedy Jam, but it's mocomedyjam.com. So it's not Mo's
The
Comedy
Mo
Jam,
Jam.
but it's Mo Comedy. Anyway, get your tickets. That's it.
Hey, I gotta. If y'all ain't doing that, I was gonna ask if you know any singers or anybody like.
You need a singer?
What
I
do you need a
some
singer
singers.
for?
What
You
kind of
wanna come
music? Yeah, to your comedy jam?
No, it's gonna be like an all art showcase. People gonna get paid for it.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
I'll
the
come out.
rape
It's at the
one.
Dexter-
Remember?
No.
Oh,
no.
rape, the
Rape,
rape
ain't no
show.
rape.
Yeah,
Ain't
yeah,
no
yeah.
rape. Ain't nobody
Why would you
raping
say that?
nobody.
Oh, that's what I thought you said
No
earlier.
raping.
Yeah.
It'd be
Oh,
no
yeah.
raping.
The
I
rape
thought it was
show.
poems about rape. But
I'm
that's what
on
you
goddamn
said.
no.
That's what you said.
God
And then you
damn.
said you get up there
This
and make.
next one is called Parking Garage.
Daniel can help you out. He's a singer. He'll.
No, I'm just saying if y'all
got a
know
wheelchair?
any-
Walking to my car.
You have a wheelchair for
Parking validation.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
We'll see you on Monday.